Retro.
All right, welcome to FU Sports on FU TV. We are watching the UFC GRASSO versus SHEVCHENKO 2 for the World Flyweight Championship. We're right now on the first fight of the main card. I'm going to be putting some of the audio on right now so we can get in here. All right, well, give me 1 minute. Bear with me. Bob's going to be here in a couple of minutes. The amazing Bob, the greatest sports analyzer in the whole entire all of YouTube. I taught her, just so you know. But she does love the sports.
So many lead hands.
All right. So we have Padilla and Nelson in the ring.
Colin Oyama, chief cornerman for Fernando Padilla.
All right. Did I say it right? Is it, what is it, Padilla?
On the other side for Kyle
Looks like it says Padilla. All right, so you got Padilla. All right, I can't see. I gotta get a screen closer to me. I gotta stop looking across the damn room. All right, well, Nelson's shelled up right now. He throws a little left hook, missing. They keep changing this guy's name. They called him Padilla. They called him Padilla. How many names does this guy have? All right, so. All right, so I'm gonna lower this a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna bring up my audio thing so I can lower this. Bear with me. We're just getting started. Sort of late. We didn't get the prelims in.
Very, very tight with his defense, so it's hard to finish.
All right.
Hey, Padilla's not really checking these kicks
Padilla.
right now.
Nope.
Padilla. He's not going to address him, and he'll wait too long, and then there'll be nothing he can do.
Ooh,
oh, nice jab by Nelson.
Rocked him down.
All right, so I got the audio going. I'm going to fix this up just a little bit more, and then I'll be doing the play-by-play. And again, Bob will be here in a couple of minutes, and guess what? You're watching FU Sports and FU TV. Subscribe, people, and rescue dogs. All right.
Great timing.
It's because look at Padilla, he's just walking.
So his name is Padilla. So Padilla's basically just pressuring Nelson. He's just kicked Nelson in his in the family nuts. Both men are hitting gloves, and they're now continuing fighting. This is round number 1. If you didn't know, this is round number 1.
Fight.
Round number 1. We got 2 minutes left of the first round. Padilla kind of standing his ground, throwing an interesting kind of left hook and short elbow. Didn't land it, but it was an interesting technique the way he threw it. He threw it almost like an uppercut in a way. And Padilla steps forward, a left straight, right straight, left straight, right straight combination. Misses basically everything, but I don't know. A lot of pressure, forward pressure. He reminds me a little of Tony Ferguson, the way he kind of moves in. You're watching FU TV, people. Remember, subscribe. All right. Padilla coming in, looking very confident. And he's checked a leg kick from Nelson. Nelson not looking too good. He's bloody right now. We're only in the first round. The dude's already bloody. Nelson's just eating a nice right hook. He was throwing a leg kick, and Padilla just stepped in and hit him with a nice right hook to the face. Padilla, extremely relaxed, long-limbed bastard. That's what he is. Very, very comfortable in there. The guy, I'm kind of impressed. You know, I don't even know. I don't think I've ever seen Padilla fight, but I'm kind of impressed. He's looking good. He's real, a lot of forward pressure, very relaxed. This guy looks like he might be something. Oh, no, now we got Nelson shooting in, trying to get a takedown. Padilla just pushes him off. Nelson throws in a leg kick, and it is checked. Padilla just with a lot of forward pressure, a lot of right straights, left and right straights. He throwing little jabs to the body. He was reminding me a little bit of like he tried to throw like a little counter. He tried like Nelson tried to hit him with a body shot, and Padilla took a step to the side and threw a straight right hand. The boxing here is looking pretty decent from Padilla. And he's just pressuring forward, not really throwing anything, just kind of putting his hands all over Nelson. Oh, Padilla eats like a right hook. Was cuffing. He didn't really hit him solid. He really needs to bring his hands up, Padilla. But to me, he looks like he's clearly winning this round. The way he's pressuring is it's pretty good. It's good pressure. He's not using a lot of energy. And we've come to the end of the first round. It looked to me like a Padilla round. Let's listen to some of this. And I am drinking water.
Have a sit. Have a sit.
Hangovers aren't fun.
Okay.
And it's not
listen
something
to
anyone
me.
should really want. You got to be healthy, people. I need to
You got him, okay? Stay
I need to
disciplined
not
like
drink
that
beer.
and
It's not good for me.
When he throws that lazy jab, that's when you time him.
Let's make
That
this a
calf
little
kick
louder.
is there all day, okay? That body kick hurts him. We have to get more
The
active.
body
okay?
kick is
We have to
it
get more
hurts
active, okay?
him.
This guy's fighting at home, so we need to get more active. Okay, deep breaths.
All right, go wait for this guy. You're not tired.
Whoa,
Let's go.
whoa, deep
We're good.
breaths? What the? Deep breaths? What the? Did he say deep breaths?
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Come on, what the hell, Canelo? What the hell? All right,
Seconds out.
we're going into round number 2 now.
Fight.
All right, the last round looks sort of like a Padilla round to me.
Next Saturday, top 10 lightweight square off inside the UFC Apex, the main event.
All right, so they're showing what's coming up next week.
Against the well-rounded Polish Morocco.
All right, so here we go. Both fighters in the middle of the ring. They're touching gloves. Padilla bounces around, stepping to the right, circling to the right, and then bouncing back to the left. Pretty good footwork. Padilla with some decent footwork. He throws a little jab, misses, and then gets a kick in the dick. But he didn't seem to care much. Maybe he doesn't have a dick there. Who knows? Nowadays, it's a thing now, I guess. All right, so he's stepping forward, throwing his little Padilla's throwing a little jab, throwing a big leg kick, and it getting checked by Nelson, and then Padilla throwing another leg kick and it landing. Pretty good. There's a little teep kick to the body from Padilla, right to the stomach of Nelson. Nelson's stomach. Oh, a big right hand hits Padilla. Nice. Wow, Nelson hits Padilla with a nice right hook, and I think he clipped him with a head kick. Oh, Padilla eating the left hook. Nelson's just going insane. Padilla's hands are just too low, and Padilla just eating another, like a grazing head kick from Nelson. Nelson's really trying to, get back in this fight. It's respectable, bro. It's respectable, obviously. Both been in the middle of the ring. Padilla trying to land a big head kick, completely missing. Nelson winging out a big right hand and overhand, hitting him sort of like with the thumb. It was like a thumb coming out. Oh, a big right hand from Nelson. It lands right on Padilla's face. He ate it like it was candy. Damn. Is this guy Mexican? This dude's got quite a chin, Padilla. Padilla eating another right hook. Nelson's just trying to knock his damn head off. He is really trying to knock his fucking head off. All right, let me see how my audio's doing. I hope you can hear me. All right, so we're doing all right. All right, Nelson's coming forward. Very slow, sluggish. He's slowed down a lot. It's not that he's tired. I think he's just he's eating some hooks here. It's surprising because I was just saying, oh, he's doing good, but now he's slowly becoming a punching bag. All right, now we got Nelson jumping in. Padilla jumping in with a big flying knee and then eating another knee. Nelson's on the retreat now. All right, Padilla's all right, I'm gonna put some audio in here. All right, Padilla's kind of just standing in the middle of the ring right now, just kind of pulling out a little jab. He looks kind of confused, like he doesn't know what to do. Nelson seems to be shifting the fight back in his favor. Padilla going for a push kick to the face and missing, then circling to the right. Nelson slowly, he's stepping forward. It's sort of like in a Muay Thai kind of stance. All right, so, all right, Padilla's eating a leg kick. And Bob is here right now. She's brought in every single dog. She brought a bunch of dogs in. Some of our dogs, which we rescue, people. Remember to subscribe to FU Sports, because when you do, you're rescuing animals. All right. So looks like Nelson's kind of circling to the left of Padilla. Padilla very lazy, just jangling out this little jab. He really hasn't done much this round. Why did you bring all the dogs up here?
But the pressure is adding up, and this is how he wears you down. Pressure, constantly touching you.
All right, so Bob has brought up all the dogs. I'm going to be bringing some of them down, so she's going to be talking while I take some of the dogs out so they don't break everything in the room. All right, so, hey, Bob, how you doing?
I'm all right.
He gets you to stop throwing on him because his defense is so
You got to bring the mic up, Bob, and put your face.
It's like you wear yourself out on punches.
I'm all right.
All right, so how you doing, Bob? How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Why are you talking like that? All right. So,
Slides right out of the way of these punches and then looks to counter.
all right. So we got Padilla coming forward, Nelson circling, and the small leg kick to the body, nothing too crazy. Very slowly. So Padilla's just kind of like, he's slowed down a lot, man. He's got his work rate is slowed down by over 50% of what it was in the first round.
And he tries to return when you touch him.
Well placed inside leg kick for Padilla.
Hey, Bob. So what's going on? Well, you see the fight?
I do. Do you know anything about these fighters?
No, I don't. I think this is the first time I've seen them. Padilla's gone for a takedown. Didn't work out. Now we got
Very accurate.
Nelson's against the fence.
Partially because, like I said, Padilla's not moving out of the pocket. He stays right in front of
Nelson's an interesting looking gentleman.
All right, I'm going to have to raise your mic. Can you talk a little louder, Bob?
him to knock him out.
Nelson is an interesting looking gentleman.
Yes, he is. He's bald, I guess. All right, Bob and I are drinking water. We're drinking seltzer water, so that's the end of the second round. End of the second round. I thought it was, I think it was a Nelson round. So that's 1-1. Whoever wins the next one gets it.
This is a 3-round fight.
Yes, it's a 3-round fight.
Your hands are.
This is the Shevchenko card, right?
Yes. All right, so Bob, are you next to your mic? Because I have to adjust it.
I am next to my mic.
All right, so I'm going to bring up a little bit. You have.
Both of them are interesting looking gentlemen.
Yeah, the mic stand we have in here is kind of garbage. All right, let's listen to some of this commentary in the corners, people.
For you, for your family, for everybody. Let's go.
Drop your fucking ass. Take that shot.
Let's go. Same round. Let's go. All that. Clinic. Last round, buddy.
Fight.
Time to run it back next month from Abu Dhabi. It's live on pay-per-view as the lightweight king Islam Makhachev looks.
All right, both men are opposite ends of the ring, and they are advertising their next big card, Oliveira, the rematch with however you pronounce his name.
Makhachev.
Makhachev, yes, there you go. They're fighting next month in October, late October. What was that? October what?
I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't see either. All right, so you got Nelson in the middle of the ring, pushing forward. Both men standing right in the center of the ring, right on the monster, right on the 666. Evil, huh? It's evil. And we got Padilla. That's how you said that? Padilla?
Padilla.
Padilla. That's what I said before. Padilla. Nelson stepping forward, machine guns left and right, straights. It's kind of interesting. He's like doing the same stuff that Padilla did in the first round. He's kind of like mimicking him. All right, so there's a leg kick from Padilla that's landed 2 big leg kicks on Nelson.
Looks like Padilla has a pretty good striking technique. I mean, judging my, as usual, totally uninformed hot takes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's looking good. He didn't look good in the first round. He looked kind of terrible. Not Padilla. Nelson looked terrible in the first round.
Yeah, because you're saying that it's 1-1 right now.
Yeah, he stepped it up in the second round, but it looks like Padilla's taking it back. I feel like, and here's a low blow here. Padilla hits Nelson right in the junk. I think that's the second dick shot of this fight, and both of them were on Nelson. It looks like this one hurt. Nelson is taking a little breather here. Got a good.
You know what would potentially fix this problem of the penis shots?
Penis removal surgery.
Putting metal spikes on the cups.
Spikes. Oh yeah. That would like make people very hesitant to.
Or like knives. Knife cup.
Nice what?
Knife cup.
A knife cup. Yes, that would be a great idea, Bob. And for more ideas like this from Bob, remember to subscribe to FU Sports on FU TV. Love us like we love you.
Uninformed hot takes and unhinged ideas and conspiracy theories. That's what I contribute to this adventure.
All right, so both men are in the middle of the ring. They have overcome the great kicking of the nuts. Nelson throws a body kick and lands.
You should make a theme song for the nut shot.
Oh, the nut shot? I will.
Like from one of those 1980s like buddy comedy, that like triumphant do where they're like doing a fist pump into the air as they leap
Yes.
in nature. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It was in like every 1980s buddy comedy ever.
I mean, that sounds like a great idea, and I should make a nut song theme. Padilla stepping forward, throwing a body kick now, not landing. Nelson jumping back. Nelson pressuring forward, jumping in with a left hook to the body. It's sort of touched. Padilla's doing a decent job blocking his body. Can't say the same for his face. He seems to be eating that right hand a lot in this fight.
I mean, have you seen his face? He doesn't really need to block it. There's nothing there to damage.
I know, right? He's not exactly the best looking guy, but there's different strokes for different folks. He looks kind of rat-like.
He's gonna have to have a really good personality.
Yeah, he probably does.
He's probably a really nice guy.
He could be.
He'd have to be, really.
I bet you he has like a whole collection of Jean-Claude Van Damme films. Like he's a huge Van Damme fan.
That was really good timing. You said that as he did a high kick.
Yeah, I know, because he just seems.
Are
like
you psychic?
He just loves kicks.
Is that going to be the conspiracy theory of the evening, that you're secretly psychic?
Maybe I might be. I went to a psychic one time, and she said that I had like abilities. That's no joke. All right, we got Padilla landing a big right kick to Nelson's leg. Nelson throwing a left and a right straight. Padilla throwing a big left kick to the head and missing. Padilla throwing a big right hand and Nelson blocking it perfectly. Nelson looked like he threw a hook to the balls. What?
Nelson looks like a naked mole rat.
Try to speak just a little bit louder, Bob.
Is this loud enough, or would you like?
Yes, that's perfect.
All right.
Because if you look at your audio form, it's got to be in the yellow, or it'll be too low. All right, so we got
Jokey.
you want to be like speaking with, you want to be like me, like annoying. All right, so we got Padilla coming forward. Padilla. I don't know. They had a lot of names for him. He's pressuring forward a lot. Padilla. But he's not landing much right now.
Looking at these two guys, though, it is kind of interesting how different body types distribute weight.
Yeah, it's
like,
insane, isn't it?
Nelson and Padilla look like they're completely different weight class to an extent. Pickle.
Yes, they do. They look like they're in almost two different weight classes.
Yep. And it's
Yeah,
just
Nelson
because
is thick.
Padilla is a long linguine noodle.
This is going to be a hard fight to score, I think, but I'm leaning towards Padilla. Nelson running away, and Nelson's also bloody as well. Yeah, he's bloody. He's running away, but Padilla's kind of just walking forward, like it's not like any urgency to his movement.
This seems to be a thing with these 3-round fights, where they get to round 3 and it's just a whole lot of the Jason Voorhees walking confidently forward slowly.
Yes. Nelson just got a takedown and then followed it with a knee to the body. And now the guy, I think it's Dominic Cruz, said there's no points awarded there. I guess it wasn't a proper takedown because Padilla's back then hit the ground. Padilla, very kind of a lazy fighter. I'm a little disappointed. In the beginning, I was a little impressed. We come to the end of the fight. We're gonna be looking at the decision in a second. It's the end of the fight. End of the fight, people. I think it was a Padilla. I thought it was Padilla. What'd you think, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, based on what I saw, I would give it to Padilla. But I don't really, I don't know that I would be terribly upset if it went the other way or it went to a draw. I don't think either one of them was tremendously impressive or decisive in this match. Would you agree?
I would say, yeah. I mean, there were decisive rounds. The first round I thought was decisive for Padilla. The second round was, I think, a Nelson round. It's Nelson, right?
Yeah, it's Nelson and Padilla.
Yeah, so I thought the second round was Nelson, and the third was one of the hardest rounds to score. I'm leaning towards Padilla. And that's not me being a fanboy, Bob.
Are you sure?
Speak a little louder.
Are you certain?
You know that Deontay Wilder once said that he tastes sexy? He said that in an interview with a grown man
He
next to him.
tastes sexy.
He said that. I'm not even joking.
But based on what is he making that statement?
I don't know. Has he tasted himself?
But, like, what does that mean? What is he tasting?
I don't know, but Tyson Fury seemed to think he tasted sexy. If you watch that fight where Fury sticks his tongue out, that was weird. All right, we're going into decision right now. Give me a second. I have to pull up my audio stuff so I can raise this.
All right, now it's time for the official decision brought to you by DAV, Disabled American Veterans, keeping our promise to America's veterans.
Padilla, wow, that face.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds,
that's a look.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Kyle the Monster Nelson.
All right, so I'm not too pleased with that decision, really. I don't think that really was the right call. And you could hear all the boos in the crowd. I feel like it should have been a draw. I mean, if it wasn't Padilla, it should have been.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta say,
I don't really see it. It wasn't that clear. Unanimous?
so you guys can boo all you want, but
Well, there was that one judge that did 30-27. I'd love to know what fight that judge was watching.
Shout out to Bookie Slayer on Instagram. I dedicate this one to my sons, Corbin and Griffin, and all the children that are unjustly being kept from their fathers. Kids need fathers in their lives, and fathers need their kids.
Brought the baby mama drama to the octagon.
You're a wrestler, but you're a guy
Watch out, he's going to get canceled for being mean to some hooligan keeping his child from him.
Yeah, I mean, Padilla's a great boxer, so I want to play with those kicks.
From where I am, you know, when you see things like that, man.
And I shot a couple takedowns just to mix things up a little bit. Got his butt to touch the mat. Was that 2 points of wrestling?
Understand what we go through, man.
No, he went down.
And I don't even know him like that.
Hey, you spoke about winning the crowd over tonight.
But I always be an advocate for us because.
You got the victory. How good does it feel?
Viva la Mexico! Hey, I feel great, and if you guys are disappointed, I'm sorry about that, but I'll be back again, even stronger. I'd like Cub Swanson.
All right, so we're listening to this post-fight. You just saw Wilder coming out, I guess.
That was a great victory.
It's random, kind of random.
Coming out of the closet.
Yes.
Is he coming out?
No.
Does he want the world to know?
Getting it done, perhaps.
What?
Surprising.
He's got to let it show.
That
he's coming out.
Oh, you want to see the video? This is a recent video. It's obviously real, 100% real.
When you have a relationship,
nothing fake here.
With a man,
while they're coming out,
love a man.
All right.
You know.
I'm gonna let us hear this because I can't even hear it right now. All right, can you hear it, Bob?
Miles away.
Nope.
The people in the show can hear it, I think.
You know, when you see things
so I'm
like
gonna go
that,
my
man.
Wilder sample.
What? Jamal Hill is wearing a sombrero?
I don't fucking understand what we go through, man.
Oh my
and
Lord!
I don't even know
Why
him
is
like
he
that.
Crying.
But I always be an advocate for us because.
Dude, can you hear him, Bob?
He looks like he's trying to be on a DMX song.
Where are your headphones, Bob?
They've left the chat.
All right, so we need to give you some headphones.
They're right here.
Okay. Please put them on.
I can hear fine.
No, just put them on, please. Bob,
Fine.
it needs to put on her headphones. So was that guy Mexican, the one that won?
Nelson?
Yeah. You can't be Mexican and be named Nelson?
I mean, you could be anything you want to be these days, but that did not. If you were asking me which of those two fighters was Mexican, I wouldn't pick Nelson.
All right. I'm going to have to say something really important. There's something really important.
Are you also coming out?
I said, well,
do you want the world to know? You've got to let it show.
That's going a little far there. I have a message from Canelo. I mean, this is a deep message. This is a serious show. Like I've told people many times in the past, this is a very serious show. Right, Canelo?
Yeah.
All right. No, I didn't spill anything. I don't know what that is.
It's cold. It's cold.
All right, so we have something spilled on our floor, and I don't know what it is. We're going into the next fight. We're on commercial right now. I will be right back. Hey, Bob, can you, speak a little bit, I guess? A little bit of music. We're waiting for the next fight to begin.
Who you got next?
You know what you should play?
What?
You should play the Canelo song.
Who you got walking it all out?
That Canelo song that you made is really good.
It's funny, you think?
Twice the prize when you build your own.
You should. That should be your official music that you play between fights.
I don't know if people want to watch that.
You play with.
I don't know if people want to see that between each fight. I know for sure Canelo wants to see it.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
What the fuck, Canelo? You don't like anything. You're never satisfied with anything. Are you?
Ay.
But remember that Streets of Rage for the Sega Genesis has such a romantic soundtrack. And you're watching FU Sports.
No.
And we love you.
They're watching FUTV.
You're watching FU Sports and FUTV.
There you go.
And remember, we love you. All right, we're waiting for the next fight to start. They're still in commercial break.
I feel like these fights are ending faster than they're supposed to be. Somehow or another, when that happens, the commercial breaks get longer.
Yeah.
Are you trying to freestyle right now?
Oh, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck.
Are we live sequencing a DJ set featuring Canelo Alvarez?
Yes.
Hot dog.
I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fuck. Payday. You want payday? I know that. Payday. Man, you fight with nobody. Man.
All right, we're going back in the UFC. They've come back. They are back, people. They are back. And we're going to be going and listening to them. DC in the house, along with Brandon, the Mexican, the little Mexican.
Dominic Cruz. He aged like 25 years.
Yeah, he does look. I mean, he doesn't look that old.
He looks like Adam Levine from Maroon 5, but littler.
He does. He does.
I live podcast last night, and today I have an more
He sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger if he was. Like,
I have not a blessed fucking clue what he is saying.
You know what? Here, like I'm saying, he reminds me of like a small Mexican Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All I heard was.
For the next two fights, and we are so excited to have you. He probably sounds better in English than the three of us, but we are very excited to have you a part of this broadcast. In DC, as we get ready for this next one, Dana White has really picked most of these accurately on Instagram. Daniel Zellhuber.
Well, that doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Yeah, man, if you don't
Dana.
know, we have a big fight.
What'd you say?
He said, "Oh, Dana White has picked most of these accurately on Instagram."
Like, what the?
That sounds suspicious. What the? You're not supposed to say that part out loud, guy.
Dana White has fixed all these fights. Just kidding.
Dana White miraculously knows how these are going to turn out every time. Wow.
All right, so we're heading in our next fight. Both gentlemen, of course, gentlemen. They are going to be walking to the ring, and we're going to be doing our play-by-play. I'm going to see if I can get the sports card to work. Give me 1 second. Bob speaking.
I think it's kind of funny to call them gentlemen when they're about to go in there and punch each other in the face, because that's not being terribly gentle. So it's amusing.
He is about to deliver his best performance to date. Not at all interested in hearing the judges' scorecards at Fight's End.
Correct. I'm not at all interested in hearing the judges' fight cards at Sports End or whatever it was they just said.
Rising Mexican star Daniel Zellhuber here in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's a name, Daniel Zellhuber.
I'm gonna bring the fight to him. And
where do they find these people with these names?
I'm gonna bring the fight to him, and I'm expecting some fireworks.
Tell me that your grandfather was a Nazi without telling me your grandfather was a Nazi. Daniel Zellhuber from Mexico.
How the hell is that? They ain't no Mexican name, bro.
Zellhuber?
You ain't no Mexican.
There's a bit of sauerkraut in that salsa. And he looks a bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger, so this all makes perfect sense.
Christos Giagos believes he's hitting his stride. Showcase with Daniel Zellhuber. And after his bonus-winning knockout.
All right, I'm adjusting the sports card for the millionth time. I'm gonna see if we can score this fight. It's gonna be awesome.
He looks a bit like Conor McGregor, with less pretentious tattoos.
What does it look like? What?
This dude looks like Conor McGregor a little bit.
Yeah, he looks like Conor if Conor wasn't like a banana head.
Yeah, Conor before the HGH.
Yes, he's like pre-HGH. All right, I guess they were just doing a little build-up there. Now we're at commercial again.
I feel like these fights are ending too fast, and they're filling the space with commercials.
All right, I'm still working on the sports card. I should have done this hours ago, but we were doing things. We were eating Chinese food, and I was having a hangover. All right, so.
You don't need to tell on yourself like that. You could have said that you were doing anything in the world. You were planting a crop of corn.
I had one too many beers yesterday.
One?
Yeah, one too many.
Just one?
Maybe 3 too many.
There we go. We're getting closer.
Yes. All right, and it felt like garbage all day long, and then it smelled like smoke everywhere over here because we live next to Canada, and Trudeau is a globalist pig.
Stop defaming pigs. We've talked about this.
He's a globalist pig, and he's setting fires. I don't care if you don't believe me. Go fuck yourself and subscribe to FU Sports. Remember, we love you.
I mean, speak for yourself. I don't love anybody.
Whoa, that's messed up.
I'm hateful.
What do you mean by that? You hate me?
No. I love you.
You love me?
I guess.
What?
You know.
Why is this?
I. That's my favorite thing. The I. Sometimes when I'm like in meetings, I just remember that soundbite exists and I start to like giggle.
It is kind of funny.
And it's totally out of context because nobody else knows that's why I'm laughing. Just really upping the mentally unstable quotient in my life.
Yes. That's awesome, isn't it?
'Tis.
All right, I'm still fixing the sports card. Bob is speaking. Well, I'll be right back in a second.
Support Battersea and show your love for rescue this September.
Oh, look, they're advertising rescues. Dog limbs. Dogalims. Dogaloos, dogalims.
Entertainment. Included with Prime.
Blue boy.
Treat the family by the latest.
You know what's a missed opportunity? This song, Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours. One of those mail-order bride companies really should have licensed this song.
It's right here. Prime Video.
Why?
Because it's a mail-order bride company and the song is Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours. It's like perfect.
Sounds dark. Sounds like human slavery.
They're happy. They love that 400-pound, 74-year-old man from Alabama, all right?
Whoa, why does he gotta be from Alabama?
I don't know. It was the first thing that popped into my head. He could also be from Illinois or Maine.
That's messed up, bro.
Did you just call me bruh?
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to find this scorecard. I'm trying to fix it over here.
I'm not a bro.
I'm
This
sorry.
program is sponsored
You
by
should be
Bet365.
sorry.
Wait, I'm still trying to... Don't worry, everyone. Bear with me. I'm almost done. I've almost fixed the scorecard.
What if they don't want to bear with you?
We're going to be doing our play-by-play. We're still waiting. This thing is taking forever. What's up, UFC? Why are your cards taking so damn long to get another
Dana's
fight?
busy fixing the next fight.
All right, it looks like both men are in the ring right now.
I guess Zellhuber doesn't get a ring walk. Zellhuber.
Stupid names, huh?
Daniel Zellhuber. That is the most
What's up
Mexican
with that
man.
music? You hear this music?
What?
You hear this weird music over here?
Yeah, it sounds like samba.
Yeah, it's some pretty dramatic music they got going on there. Bruce Buffer.
Jenner?
Bruce Jenner's in the
That is hate speech.
Bruce Jenner's in the ring right now, everybody, doing the ring
A
announcement.
foo. That's hate
20
speech.
wins, 10 losses. He stands 5
Wouldn't
feet 10
that
inches
be
tall.
hilarious?
Weigh in at 156
Bruce Jenner
pounds.
comes out.
You know there's something
Out of
going on
Deerfield
there. It's
Beach,
like, what the fuck?
Florida,
Bruce Jenner.
Christos the Spartan Yago.
I sincerely doubt that man is Spartan. I'm just going to put that out there.
Fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist.
Mexicans. A lot of Mexicans in this card, huh?
13 wins.
He looks like a
one loss.
woodchuck.
He stands 6 feet
Like
1
if
inch
Arnold
tall.
Schwarzenegger and
Weighing
like a
in at
beaver had a child,
156 pounds.
it would be this man.
Yeah, he looks a little like Ryan. He looks a little like Ricky Martin.
Daniel
Yeah.
Golden Boy Del Hugo.
Oh, silence. You are not Oscar De La Hoya.
Our referee in
Golden
charge,
boy.
Jason
Shut your mouth.
Ozon.
back to middle school
Jason
with you.
Herzog, our referee. He will also handle the co-main event between Jack Della Maddalena and Kevin Holland.
Jack Della Maddalena.
Christos
All right, we're going to round number one,
Soriano in his
people.
corner. He beat
I'm
that
going to see.
man
I got to
at
turn
UFC
off some stuff
262.
over
That did
here.
not come up in my preparation.
Should have prepared all this stuff in advance.
This
All
fight
right,
block is brought
both
to you
men
by
are in the middle of the ring.
Cuervo.
Bob,
Daniel
call it.
Zellhuber is in red. Christos Giagos in black.
Zellhuber, it seems to be pressing forward a little bit more aggressively than the other gentleman, but nobody's actually done anything yet. Oh, some strikes and misses. Giagos is throwing some techniques out, but not actually successfully land anything. Zellhuber is just pressing forward, also not doing very much of anything.
I really hate the fact that they're highlighting his last name, which is always, why is everyone's last name, most of them, like, annoying to pronounce? At least the other guy was Nelson. Look at this guy. What is it? Zellhuber? Is that Huber? Zellhuber?
Zellhuber.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like Zellweger, the actress.
He could be Zellweger.
Do you see all the crap on my screen here? Like I'm gonna definitely get another screen. All right, so we got Zell.
You do realize that one of your screens is like 48 inches, right?
Yes, it is.
We got to get another 48 incher.
Who's the other dude with the weird hair?
Giagos.
Oh, Giagos jumping in with the left and a right hook, grazing of Renee Zellweger.
The irony here is Zellhuber has given himself the moniker of Golden Boy, and this is...
Oh, he's rocked. Oh, the Golden Boy's rocked. He might go to sleep. The Golden Boy's smiling, and he's running away.
Oscar De La Hoya should bitch slap him for taking his
All right,
name.
so I'm going to just call him Zell. I'm not pronouncing the whole thing. So Zell got fucking rocked. Now he's coming forward. He looks, like I said earlier, a little bit like a mixture of Ryan Garcia, Ricky Martin, and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And a beaver.
And Justin Bieber, possibly.
No,
He's
not a
big
beaver.
Dude, too, isn't he?
A beaver. Like the thing that makes dams in waterways.
He looks huge. He looks way bigger than
Zellhuber?
Yeah.
He does look big.
He looks real big. He's tall. He's thick.
But he's big for nothing. He doesn't seem to be doing very much with being as big as he is.
He just got rocked a second ago.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing fuck all before that either.
He wasn't. He just got caught.
He was just sort of meandering around the ring.
We're also, we're early in the fight.
How many rounds is this?
3.
We're not that early. There's only 3 rounds.
I know, but we are early in the fight. This is the first round. We have 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first round.
So far, Giagos is actually doing more stuff. It's not terribly successful stuff, but he did
land
stuff.
the most telling strike of the round, which was that big left hook. He went in again. He caught a strut right hand from Zell. We're calling him Zell.
This is supposed to be a showcase. What are they showcasing? A lack of skill?
I don't know. This is the thing I like about MMA is they're not like showcase fights. This is like.
But they literally called this a showcase.
Except for the Israel a la lasagna fight last week, which was supposed to be that was a showpiece fight that went wrong.
No, but what I'm saying is they said this is a showcase. Like they called this a showcase. That's what I would like to know.
Why would they even say that? I mean, this MMA, they're fighting. It's a real ladder system. There's nobody skipping.
Is it a ladder system?
Yeah, this isn't a tune-up.
Are these both on the bottom of the rungs? They're on the first rung?
Lower level guys. They're doing pretty good. It looks like, what's the guy's name again? The guy with the braids?
Giagos.
You see that? Giagos? All right, yeah, Giagos seems to be winning this round. Giagos just ate a right leg kick.
Did that land? I didn't think it
did land.
made
And now
contact.
Zell ate another right hand that rocked his ass and he went back. And a big leg kick from Giagos.
I feel like Giagos is more seasoned than Zellhuber.
Yeah. Zell is getting he's getting outpointed. He's getting hit with the bigger punches.
He looks young and green.
He does? Yeah, he does.
Zellhuber, yeah. Like he looks like his nerves are getting
nervous,
the best of him.
He looks real nervous, yeah.
Giagos isn't anything remarkable, but he looks a little bit more comfortable.
Yes.
Nice kick.
Yes.
It's a nice kick that was blocked completely.
That's what they do. They're always calling out.
They're like, oh my God, he's breathing. Amazing technique.
Hey, if you
Like,
start getting crazy,
shut
you
up.
start
That's the
getting
UFC,
reckless,
you know, they're very positive.
I'm gonna try to take you down. And once again, now Zellhuber starts to stay back at range.
Daniel,
opposed to
go eat
pressure.
some donuts. Shut your mouth.
Oh wait, I need to get that thing in
All
here.
right,
That
big night for the
You
betting
do.
favorites thus far.
I need to get that button in here. I
No
have
juice, only donuts.
Yeah, I have a short video of Daniel Cormier dancing to donuts. All right, we come to the end of the second round.
That's the first round.
Or the first round. Sorry about that. It was round 1.
It's such an amazing and impressive showcase fight.
It's 'cause
You're trying to end it faster than
It's because I was setting up the cards, which I do every week. I'm really supposed to set it up before we do the stream.
Nonsense. This adds to the excitement and suspense.
I think it was the other guy, the Dread.
Yagos, yeah.
Yagos' round. He landed the more damaging shots. It looks like Daniel is really trying to find his footing in the fight. He can't really find his range. He really hasn't. He's really not doing too good right now. He's gonna have to. I think he should just step it up and just throw more strikes.
I guess Yagos is Greek. I would guess, looking at his first name, Christos.
When he's trying to strike you counter with the wrestling.
And he
Everything
calls
else is
himself
great.
the
Round number
Spartan,
2.
which makes sense, but
Fight.
He's got a weird tattoo on his chest, doesn't he?
They both have terrible tattoos. Like, what's his face? Zellhuber looks like his arm has been skinned. He looks like he's on his way to a casting for Hellraiser.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to round number 2 now.
Fight.
Both men touching gloves in the center of the ring, right on top of the 666 monster can.
Oh, and Zellhuber actually does something effective.
His name is Daniel. Let's just call him Daniel. That's easier. All right. So Daniel
Dan and Chris.
Daniel coming in, throwing 2 little little punches, machine gun. Like, I don't know what you even call that. He wasn't even trying to land it. It's just like a little jangly jab he throws out there. It's like, I guess it's distracting or something. It wasn't even really a rangefinder.
I think he's just trying to do something because he did literally nothing in the
He's trying to
first
step
round.
it up this round. So yeah, Daniel eating a couple of shots there. Stepping in, stepping to him, Huger, whatever the fuck his name is.
No, it's Christos is in the black shorts and Daniel is in the red shorts.
What, have I been like calling this shit out wrong the whole time? Daniel's the red guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it right. And Herbert is the other fucking guy, right?
No.
I'm getting the wrong fights over here.
Daniel
What's the guy's name?
Zellhuber is in red.
Okay, Daniel's red. The other guy's what?
Christos in
All right,
black.
Christos. There you go. I'm calling him whatever the hell I'm calling him. All
I
right,
don't know what you're calling him.
Christos over here is he's on the back foot.
Did you just call him Crisco?
Yes, I did.
His name is Christos.
It's intentional. Crisco.
Okay, Crisco and
Crisco
Dan.
eating a big right hook from Daniel, very Mexican name. Then Daniel throwing a big left hook and missing.
This is just sloppiness.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's getting bad for this dude.
Bulldozer. He
it's getting
became
bad
a
for Christo,
bulldozer.
right? Christo. He's trying to get a takedown.
I
now.
don't know what is happening right now.
He looks like he's finished with the striking. He doesn't want to strike anymore. I think he's not liking what Daniel's bringing. Daniel's fighting the takedown. His back's in the cage.
I cannot determine what Daniel's bringing.
He spun Christo around. Is Christo? Am I wrong?
Christos.
Yes, Christos. Okay, crisp toast. All right,
Like Mentos, but Christos.
So Chris was against the fence. He got off the fence. Let's just call him Chris.
Dan and Chris.
What's up with these stupid names? I hate it. All right, we got Daniel stepping in with a jab, pressuring but not really throwing much. Now he threw a leg kick to the body that Daniel did, and then he threw a straight right hand and he missed. Christo just kind of standing around, looked like he's gassed a little bit. He's not definitely doesn't look as good as he did in the first round. Daniel throwing a little jab and just touching him. It looks like the fight is shifting. It doesn't it, Bob?
It does. I mean, I don't know what happened in his corner, but it looks like Daniel has entered the chat.
All right. Okay, so right hand from Chris lands right on Daniel on the right side of Daniel's face. It was pretty decent. Not a great round so far for Christos, whatever his name is. I wish I could see the freaking letters.
Christos.
I'm going to be putting another screen next to me. Christos seems to be losing the round. The fight is shifting.
Yeah, I would give this to
They're big right
Zellhuber
hand.
so far.
Yeah, the fight is shifting in Daniel's favor.
I'm actually kind of. Oh,
it looks like a choke attempt here.
What
Cristo went for a. He tapped out. He tapped out. Daniel has defeated Christos
in the non-consensual stretching.
And you got a Rey Mysterio mask in the crowd. The Mexican has achieved the greatest win of his whole career. This random dude I never heard of. All right, let's listen to this.
Get himself put to submission. That started with the right hand in close. That hurt him and made him panic wrestle. And the one thing you can't do is panic wrestle.
Well, the Mexicans inside T-Mobile Arena have been waiting to pop off, and Zellhuber gave them a reason to do so.
And we've seen everybody, the Yagos fights, they grapple him, look to take him down, look to keep him on the ground, and those are the openings he gives.
All right, now a look at tonight's freaky fast finish brought to you by Jimmy John's. Brandon Moreno, you can take it away once you see pictures, my man.
Two things for me. The left hook of Daniel Zellhuber going with the
You've got to
right
be
hand.
kidding me. They
He
have
touched
this
the
guy
face
doing
of,
the play-by-play.
Jagos. And then
Lord have mercy.
Oh, what's wrong with his voice? What's
He
trying to
does
say?
not enunciate.
Then
All of the words are
Screaming.
like
with the
this
panic
is all
shoot
one very
in the-
long
the
word.
amazing
There's no
defense
space.
of Daniel Zellhuber, and
Yes. He's like,
It's like
and immediately getting the anaconda
what
choke.
in the non-consensual
Here
stretching
he
was
goes
that?
right at
the
pursuit.
anaconda choke. All right.
Daniel Zellhuber.
I feel like you need to sample this guy and make a song to go with the Canelo
The
song.
anaconda choke. The anaconda choke. You're a bum.
Payday.
You do nothing, man.
Payday.
Payday. I know that. I know these.
Program is sponsored
Aye,
by
aye, aye,
All right, so that fight ended in a choke. It was a choke. It was a tap.
in a what kind of choke?
It was a submission. It was an anaconda choke. The anaconda. All right, I'm setting up the card for the next fight. Next time I'll be doing this for all the fights, and I don't have to do it last minute. Bob's going to be speaking while we listen to hip hop music.
You sleep in a bed of lies.
Are we listening to hip hop music, Bob?
I have no idea.
It's the intro music. Actually,
Is that hip hop?
I think it is actually.
What makes something hip hop?
What makes it hip hop? It's a certain beat, bro. It's a way of life.
Well, this doesn't sound like hip hop.
Just like FU Sports. Join us. Subscribe and save animals.
You know, there's a cult operating out of Chicago currently.
What's the name of it?
Well, it's not Chicago. It's like a suburb of Chicago. And it's called the, I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but I'll tell you about it later. But
Well, why wouldn't you?
Because, I mean, we could have listeners who are members. I don't want to
Are there
offend
members
them.
of the cult?
Yeah.
The cult of personality.
What in tarnation was that?
Do you remember that song?
No.
In Living Colors?
Look, there you go. Some nice normal names.
Yeah. So next up we have what? Wait, is that right?
Raul versus
Wait, I'm seeing if
Terrence.
that's right. Did I put the whole name in there? Oh yeah, so it is Raul versus
Terrence.
yeah, Mitchell. Last name Mitchell.
Well, it would be Rosas versus Mitchell or Raul versus Terrence.
Yeah, and they're doing the post-fight thing in the ring right now. Let's hear this.
That is a sombrero bigger than he is.
That is Daniel's wearing a big ass sombrero right now, and everyone has Mexican flags everywhere. Is MMA getting this big in Mexico?
Where are they fighting?
I think they might be fighting in Mexico, right? I could be wrong.
Daniel, you got your sombrero on, you look good, you feel good. How good does it feel to have a performance like this?
Primero que nada, quiero decirle a toda mi gente de aquí que viva México, cabrones!
Oh my. He should have at least tried to make his voice a little deeper for that one. Viva Mexico, cabrones! And like, why is he calling his mi gente cabrones? Like, why? That's not nice.
Yeah, always do that. Canelo does that shit too.
Not nice.
Oh, shit. But, you know, my coach Cherry told me, just keep composed.
He sounds
keep
like
doing
he's
what you're
12
doing.
years old.
And
What
I
is
know,
this
you know,
nonsense?
I know that he was about to shoot, and I just saw the opportunity. Thanks to my coach, Christian Del Mal. He showed me that shit. So
He sounds like my
Did
grandma.
you just say he showed me that shit?
Let's take a look at
I like last week the guy was like, oh, and they're all faggots. Remember that?
Yes.
It's like what?
weight class. Do Anaconda and Dark
He
Strokes
said
work for you
he said
because
dude talked a bunch of shit.
Anaconda right away.
It's something that I work a lot with my team, and for being real with you, I was expecting in this fight get a submission. I was coming here for a knockout, but you know this is MMA, so anything could happen.
You made your UFC debut on Mexican Independence Day in the Apex. Tonight you get to fight on Mexican Independence Day in the T-Mobile Arena. Talk about the difference and how good it is to fight in front of this crowd.
Oh, you know, it's a big difference. Toda mi raza, toda mi gente, it fills me up with energy. I'm born to fight for the people. I'm a crown fighter, you know. I'm here to fight for the people. And, you know, I'm just so excited that I finally have my Independence Day victory here in the
He really
UFC.
does look like
That
Ricky
was a
Martin.
tremendous performance.
He does.
Congratulations.
I like
Ladies and
Julio
gentlemen,
Iglesias.
give it up for Daniel Zellhuber.
He seems kind of sweet, though.
Watching Daniel Zellhuber fight live. That
Like a
kid
12-year-old,
is something
but
a very interesting
seems
injection
sweet.
of talent.
I mean, he could be a star.
what
He's
is
not a
the
handsome guy, right?
division in the
Yeah,
UFC,
I mean, and he seems like he has a pretty good personality. I just the voice, man, the voice.
That's a big thing with Mexican dudes, right? It's like the dude looks all intimidating, and then
He goes out,
he's
he's like, hello, hello, ay. And you're just like, what in the world is happening?
And the Ecuadorian, you knew the pop was coming, Marlon Chito Vera alongside his head coach.
Yeah, Chito Vera. He was always looking weird. He looking a little like Steve-O.
All right, coming up next, it'll be Act 3 in the budding UFC career of 18-year-old phenom Raul Rosas Jr. There is no denying his ability, no denying his desire for improvement. And tonight, after his
What
first
is
pro
it
setback,
with
Rosas
picking
Jr.
all
returns
weird-looking,
to take
weirdly
on
named
one Terrence
dudes for
Mitchell.
today?
Mitchell is all
Is
in
it
at this
because
stage of his career.
Shevchenko
He
looks kind of
believes his power
strange?
will be heard
They're like,
from
we're
as he
gonna make
tries
you
to
feel at
swing
home with all the
what will be
weird
one of the
looking
bigger-
motherfuckers we could find. Put
I
them
don't
all on the
think you
card.
think she's strange. She speaks Spanish, so they're totally trying to sell her to the Latin Americans.
Why does she speak Spanish?
Because she does. She speaks fluent Spanish. I've actually seen
interesting.
her on some Spanish shows on the news speaking fluent Spanish.
That's
She
pretty
speaks
cool.
it very well.
But where does she train out of?
I don't know. She just has she just knows Spanish for some weird reason.
Interesting.
She's just like that, bro. She's multicultural and shit.
Did you just bro me again?
Yeah, bro. All right, so we're going to our next fight right now. We're waiting for it. We're waiting, and while we're waiting, maybe I can mix some Canelo thing or Wilder or whatever.
A live remix of the Canelo song.
Yes, Canelo again. Let's just play this song over here, and we'll just put Canelo over it, right? We're waiting for the next fight. Waiting for the next fight. Sing it, Bob.
Tomato pancake.
Waiting for the next fight. Oh, yeah. Waiting for the next fight. KO! Waiting for the next fight.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna.
Payday. You want payday? I know that. Payday.
All right, we're still waiting. But while we're waiting, hey, Bob, so how's your weekend been?
Strange.
Strange, huh?
Yeah.
What always strange about it?
A variety of things.
We adopted out 2 of our dogs today, and that was emotional, I guess, right? We had those dogs for how many months?
Tomorrow they'll be 5 months.
So we had these 2 dogs for we actually had there was more than 2 that started with 5.
6.
Now we're 6. Now we're down to 1 dog. We've adopted all them out, and they were free. They were free. We didn't charge anything. We got the shots for them and everything. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, you racists?
It's about finding a good, safe, loving forever home. That's the goal.
All right, say it again. I got to bring Bob's mic up. I think it's too low.
You don't need to.
Well, maybe you need to get closer to your mic, Bob.
If I was any closer to my mic, it would literally be inside of my mouth.
Would that be a terrible thing?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So we're still waiting for this fight, and while we're waiting, we're gonna ask people to subscribe to probably the greatest website known to man, and by website I mean web page. And I probably won't say because I'm saying it too much. I'll save it for the end of the show. I shouldn't be asking people to subscribe so much, but yeah, you should subscribe to FU TV because it's awesome. FUTV. That's where you find FU Sports. And we love you. And so does Joe Pesci. He loves you too. And he's here. You want to hear? I know it's played out, but I got to do it.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
You all right, Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Do you like it at FUTV?
I do.
This is a very special episode of FUTV where we have a discussion with Bob about her feelings.
I
Bob,
don't have feelings.
What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean because I don't have feelings.
You don't have feelings? What the hell?
I don't.
What's wrong with you? You don't have feelings?
No. I put them in a small package at the Chinese food restaurant and I left it on the counter for someone else to take.
Maybe we should do a small short story about an alien that came to Earth while we're waiting for the next fight.
Its name was Cardi B. They made
Did
it
you
famous.
see that fucking alien? They supposedly there was an alien and it looked like E.T.
I saw a really funny meme where somebody said it was cake. And they
Yes.
cut a piece of its head off.
It looked like cake, sort of.
It looked like the, a test model for E.T. You know, like when they're kind of
Yeah, it was a
spitballing
prototype.
ideas and they're not quite sure what they're going to go with.
It was a prototype completely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Somebody went in there, found it in like a decommissioned prop warehouse. And they're like, you know what? We're about to do some sketchy shit. So here's what we're going to do as a distraction. Aliens.
It's
We're
just
going to
gonna
tell people we have secret alien bodies.
They're just bullshitting everybody. It's bullshit. All right, we're going into the next fight. And I do not approve of the E.T. weird stuff, whatever the hell that was.
I can tell you this much. It wasn't on my 2023 bingo card.
It's like the biggest bullshit thing ever. They're just bullshitting everyone.
The government of an
Bullshitters.
actual country that exists in the real world putting on a serious press conference to announce that they had aliens.
I mean, what's crazy is that people probably look at that trash and believe it.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, our generation has been cultured to believe in aliens ever since the History Channel started, propagandizing to us about aliens.
Here's the flag. This is the Wilder flag I brought into the show. There it is.
Ancient aliens. That dude is like, I hope he's getting royalties on the memes and gifs he has spawned. You know the one, the Ancient Aliens guy with the like weird afro?
Yeah, he has that big afro.
Yeah,
I know
that
this.
one.
I put a donut in the middle of the screen. I don't know why. I want to
Because you were gonna do Daniel Cormier twerking for donuts.
No, but it was like an image of a donut. I had a picture of like that dude, whatever that Tate guy. I don't know what it is. I got it somewhere. And there's the kids in the classroom
Tate?
raising their hands. Yeah, that Tate guy. All right, we're getting ready to get into the next fight. Let's listen to some of this.
Prospects in the game in Raul Rosas Jr.
I'm a dangerous fighter because if you look at my record, I can do it all. I can finish you on the feet,
Oh, no.
on the ground.
What the hell?
Oh no.
He looks like the Black Freddie Mercury.
Oh no.
Yeah, his teeth were like, that was straight up goat teeth, right?
It's like, I'm a dangerous fighter because I can finish you on the ground. I can finish you standing up.
I can finish it anywhere. Speaking of LGBTQ,
Lord have mercy.
Andrew Tate has entered the building.
What was he at the Nate Diaz school of like pot smoking and shit talking?
Andrew Tate has to tell us something.
I got my first Bugatti, and
Andrew Tate is a semi-sentient dildo. You should just take him off the screen.
I got my first Bugatti when I was 15.
He is less sentient than some goats I've met.
Both men right now on the UFC card are taking their shoes off and getting Vaseline put on their faces.
But like, could you imagine if cups were coated in like knives?
The first time I got my first Bugatti, I was 35 years old, and hey, Bob, you want to know how to get out of the Matrix?
No, I like the Matrix.
What the fuck? You like the Matrix? Why the fuck do you like the Matrix?
Steak. It's what's for dinner.
Well, when I got my first Bugatti, and then I did all the sex phone calls for the man. I like weenie. Bye-bye.
All right, they're still putting Vaseline on the guys' faces. And we want you to subscribe to FUTV because if you do, you get an FUTV branded poncho. FUTV with Andrew Tate. All right, see you guys in 1 second when I just turn the audio on and we listen to the UFC card.
Potato.
All right, here we go. Let's listen to some of this.
Terrence Mitchell feels like he's going to get the job done tonight. He was very confident. But I got to tell you one thing, J.A. If he felt like the last atmosphere was big for him, just because of a pay-per-view doesn't mean like it's going to be more hostile than the environment that he's
Didn't I just sing this fucking song? You hear that? Cult of Personality. You hear it?
His lifelong
Yep.
brother.
Did he just say his lifelong brother? What other kind of brother is there?
I don't know.
A semi-permanent brother? Like, what the hell does that
brother of
even
who?
mean? We are leaning
Brother.
into the Mexicanness of the Mexicans today.
You know, it's a missed opportunity. I should have had that Hulk Hogan thing. The Hulk Hogan video so I could, you know, hit the brother button. I'm going to be getting a lot more buttons in here. Okay.
Is that the same sombrero that Zell Huber was wearing? It looks like it.
All right, so here he is, the youngest fighter on this UFC.
I think he lost
roster
his last fight.
700 plus at present. The phenom Raul Rosas Jr. And if you don't want to take my word,
Raul Rosas Jr.
he trains with.
All right, so Raul,
It's
that was my uncle's name.
how much attention there is on this young
He stole
man
my
at
uncle's
18
name,
years
this
of age. Your
bastard.
thoughts on what we've seen so far and what we might see out of him here tonight?
That's Raul. He's got an interesting looking face, doesn't he? There's something weird about it.
They all look weird, this fight card.
Hey, look, he takes his mask off. It's like the word. He looks sort of like
He has an underbite, I think.
he does. He looks a little bit like Ben Askren.
He looks like our dog Gizmo.
And Ben Askren reminds me of, like, you know what? It's a missed opportunity for Ben Askren that he didn't advertise aspirin because, you know, like Ben Aspirin. No.
Yeah, that's
And-
good.
and he has like lots of like pains from. He has lots.
You
of,
see,
like,
I feel like we should be consultants. We can really tell these guys how to capitalize on
Really?
their
Ben Aspirin.
opportunities.
He could have made his own brand of aspirin. I mean, because he has all those fucking aches and pains, right? He walks around like an old man.
You
All
want
right.
to talk about a banana face? My goodness.
This motherfucker took all the HGH in the world.
He
We want
looks
some
like
of it
one
back.
of those Easter Island statues. You
We
know the
want-
ones?
Which ones? Which ones?
The Easter Island ones that are like, here, hold on, I'll find
Rosa.
them. Rosas.
Rosas. All right, so Rosas is entering the ring right now. He's getting in. He's praying. He's doing a little prayer at the side. And he is going to be entering the ring, and we're going to be doing play-by-play for Rosas versus, what's the other guy's name?
It's Terrence Mitchell.
All right, so Mitchell versus Rosas.
18 years of age.
There you go.
Competing on the greatest
Rosas.
stage in mixed
All right,
Found him.
Hey, Bob, you need to send me those files
Here's your tail of the tape.
to the Facebook group or to wherever you can send me a file.
Terrence Mitchell, 33. 1 inch the difference in height, no issues on the scale.
All right, right now, so Rosas is 18 years old. His opponent is 33. Mitchell is 33 years old. He has Mitchell has a 74-inch reach. That's pretty. If he uses boxing, that's going to be a problem. We now have Rachel. What is it? Or Bruce Jenner in the middle of the ring, better known as Bruce Buffer, and he's calling out the fighters. Let's listen.
Losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 135 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Anchorage, Alaska, Terrence Mitchell.
From Alaska?
And now,
They're all booing him.
introducing his opponent, fighting
Because the other guy's Mexican, and it's Mexican Independence Day, of course.
Professional record, 7 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 135.
That kid is young, man. 18.
Out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
He's but a wee
El Nino
babelet.
Rosas Jr. When the action begins.
His mom's got a hard face, doesn't she? I guess it runs in the family.
A whole family of Easter Island statues.
Final assignment of the night for Mark
All right,
Smith.
we're going to round number
Terrence
1.
Mitchell, plus 525 on the underdog.
Fight.
Raul Rosas Jr.
Both men standing on opposite ends of the ring. We are about to enter the arena. I mean, they're already in the arena. We're about to. All right, both men coming at each other. One throws out. Who is that? Mitchell just threw a big head kick, right head kick. Rosa throws a big right hook. Rosa throwing a huge overhand right. Mitchell throwing a big right head kick and missing, but it hitting the arms of Rosa. Mitchell throwing another big head kick and it misses. Mitchell just throwing a lot of leather, a lot of techniques. Rosa steps in with the straight jab and hits Mitchell. Mitchell is just falling all over against the fence. He's against the fence. He got stuck and he jumped in and got Rosa in a clinch. And now he's trying to frame off. Mitchell comes with a big straight right hand and lands clean right into Rosa's fucking weird face. Whoa! Rosa lands a big left hook and Mitchell's down on his ass. Rosa's throwing some ground and pound. He's switching his positions. He's rolling around the ground. He's trying to survive the onslaught. Rosa is now in a full mount.
He's got 4 minutes left to go.
Yeah, Rosa is in a full mount, and he is raining down shots right now. He is. Oh, come on. You can't end the fight that quickly.
It's Mexican Independence Day.
Oh,
sure
my
you
God.
can.
They just ended that fight so quick. That was so crazy. The guy was defending himself, and they ended it.
All right. Prepare yourself for 35 minutes of commercials.
I mean, it was impressive. It was impressive for an 18-year-old, but come on. The guy was not finished. This guy was blocking clearly. That was some bullshit, wasn't it? Bob,
I would
what'd you
think
of
so.
that?
I think that was an early stoppage.
That was an early stoppage.
I'm not surprised though.
Oh my Lord, that is some bullshit. The kid looked good, but you can't do that.
The kid fought angry tonight. He was mad because of what happened last time. Look at this. I mean, Terrence just dives in there, and then Raul hits him with the big left, stiffs him. Terrence goes back.
It actually didn't land that clean. It was mostly on the nose, and it was at a downward angle. You see it? Watch this, Bob. You see the way it comes down? It's in a downward angle.
Yeah, but that was still...
It hurts. Yeah, it hurts, of course. And he's off balance because he was pivoting. And then here goes. They're showing the ground and pound. You see that, Bob? You see that? He was not finished.
No, he wasn't.
That
You
was
see, he
such
looks up at the
bullshit.
ref like, what?
Yeah, he wasn't finished. The Rosa was throwing ground and pound. He had him in a full mount, yes. But he wasn't hitting his opponent. His opponent was not dazed. He wasn't finished. But they got stuff banked on this kid, I think. He's popular. But yeah, so we go. That dude does not look happy about that. So we have a referee stoppage here. I wouldn't even call that a TKO or anything, man. I'd call that an early stoppage.
Yeah.
I need to come up with more buttons for the show, don't I, Bob? I need the early stoppage button. All right, we came to the end of that fight. I actually put that in the card for no freaking reason because it's now come to an end. And
You should know by now that if you manage to get the names on the card, you're not going to need the card.
Yeah, I put the names in the card, I line it all up and everything, and boom, it's a knockout. That happens every single time. All right, so I'm going to go look at the card. I'm going to change it. I'm going to fix it. And I'm going to love you because you've subscribed to FU Sports. Because we're really KOing the competition. And by competition, we just mean, people on YouTube. Not other people that do the sports thing. It's cool. Let's all do it. Let's be a brotherhood of man.
Or not.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
Why are you being negative, Bob?
Why
are you being an Israel a la lasagna fangirl?
It's who I am at my core, in my internal being.
Do you like his frosted tips? I always get that confused. I call them frosted tips when they're really French tips.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
He has French tips.
Because when you say frosted tips,
I think
that's
frosted flakes.
what they do to hair when they dye the ends of it blonde.
I forgot that. And I thought, oh, yeah, that's like in sync, right? All right, they're doing the announcements. Let's listen to this.
Smith has called a stop to this contest at 54 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Raul El Niño Problema Rosas Jr.
Maybe not a full-on robbery, but it was an early stoppage.
I'm here with Raul Rosas Jr. Raul, you fought almost angry in there.
All right, let me say it again. It wasn't a full robbery. It was an early stoppage. Don't get angry.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, I had to prove a point today. Last fight, no excuses, but, man, I knew I had to come back from that.
I think he had a cleft lip.
My fans, my people, so I hope I made y'all proud.
He's got more issues than just a cleft lip, does he?
Another 50 G's. Ain't no combat get better than that. And these custom suits ain't cheap. And Uncle Sam is unforgiving. Woo!
What the fuck did he just say?
He's trying to pretend to be the Mexican Conor McGregor. Dana, 50 G's, baby!
But this time it was your hands that allowed for you to hurt him. Were you surprised that he was that aggressive?
No, man. Terrence made sure he's a very game opponent. very experienced. My hat's off to him.
Oh my
I had to
goodness.
really push myself this camp. He's a tough opponent, but man,
He sounds like a little kid who just watched a lot of UFC and he's just repeating what the other fighters say.
Raul, let's take a look at your work. You guys were throwing. You landed a nasty left hand that just stiffed him. Look at this right here. You put him down. What were you thinking when he went to the ground like that?
man, I visualized it all camp, so it was just now living the fight in reality. So, man, I'm just grateful for that performance.
That is the way you come back from a loss. Ladies and gentlemen, he's only 18 years old. Give it up for Raul Rosas Jr.
Wait, they're saying he's a phenom, but he lost his last fight?
Yes.
What's he a phenom
I think he got his ass whooped in his last fight. I'm not sure, actually.
What is phenomenal about him?
He might have got submitted. I have to go look that up.
But do they understand what phenom is the abbreviation for?
What?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal, yes.
What is phenomenal about him?
He's all right.
Yeah, but all right and phenomenal are not the same thing.
Yes, they are different things. I agree.
So, what qualifies him as a phenom? I would like to understand the grading rubric here.
I think I'm going to have to put something on so you understand what phenomenal means.
Someone needs to give me a spreadsheet to explain
All right,
this.
we've come to the end of that fight, and we are going into our next one. While we're doing that, Bob's going to be singing us a song. Are you going to sing, Bob?
That's fake news.
All right,
oh,
so
wow.
we're looking
all
at...
of a sudden Spanish
What
commentators.
the hell just happened? Okay, this is in Spanish. Did I do something wrong? I think I just hit the Spanish button. The pay-per-view for some... Well, it's a fight night. For some weird reason, it's now in Spanish. And we're probably going to have to change that up because most of our viewers here, I don't know if they speak Spanish. Got a totally different commentary team. But before that, we're going to have to look at a small clip. I mean, something really important, right, Bob? This is a really important message.
The most important message.
This is gonna change a lot of people's lives in here. I'm really happy that I'm able to like present these kinds of deep things to our fans. You know, all the Ethicans. Ethicans?
Ethicans?
Yeah, it's like a Mexicans Ethicans, like FU Sportsigans.
You could just call them the fuckers.
Don't do that. Don't say that. Our fans are good. All right. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to get this ready. You guys, I want you to understand that Hulk Hogan is he's a good guy, and he has a message for you. What do you think, Bob, of that? Hulk Hogan giving a message.
I think he's on an awful lot of cocaine in that image.
Yeah, he is.
Doesn't want to talk about titles, even as
all right,
he
so
into form. Now following a submission win over Michael Chiesa.
All right, so we come back to the English. I guess I hit the English button.
Against Perth, Western Australia's Jack.
Look at this, Bob.
Madalena. He got tested in a big way this summer, but still emerged with an
Oh,
unblemished
boy.
UFC record, and many are excited.
I have an interesting image here. I'll put it in the... I'm looking at the internet right now. I found a weird thing over here. What do you guys think of this? Whatever the hell just happened. So this is... isn't that weird? Like, they want people to teach queerness to preschoolers? That's kind of weird.
That's why our kids are going to be homeschooled.
Yes. I need to save this for the a different show I'm working on. All right, so we're going into our next fight. I'm going to take this other Hulk Hogan screen off. All right. Grasso versus SHEVCHENKO 2 on ESPN Plus.
This program is sponsored by Bet.
Hey people, get ESPN Plus and you get great fights like this. I thought this was a pay-per-view. It kind of is a pay-per-view because you do have to pay for ESPN Plus, but it's worth it, I think. What do you think, Bob? What do you think, Bob?
I don't know.
You don't think getting ESPN Plus is worth it to get this UFC card?
I mean,
you're going to have to sit a little bit closer to the mic, Bob.
This card it's okay.
Yeah, it's not amazing. Oh, yep. There you go.
Dear.
Bob is knocking all kinds of things off my table.
Fortunately, that was closed.
Yes. Okay, I'm moving my audio interface. We're waiting for the next fight, and it's fucking raining outside. Bob, what do you think about that?
I think the planet is drying, and you know,
The planet is drying.
we miss the rains down in Africa.
Yo, Schumer, fuck off. And if I see you around me one more time, I'm gonna fucking smack you in your face.
Do you know what this song reminds me of?
Which?
That one you were just playing. That. It reminds me of like.
Come on, come on. Feel the vibration. Can you believe this fucking idiot really did this? Can you believe that this fucking guy did this? Bob.
I believe that it is purely by the power of security guards alone that he managed to do that.
That's Marky Mark. That's Mark Wahlberg.
What a disappointment.
He used to go out.
Can you imagine, right? All of the generations of his grandparents and great-grandparents and the trials and tribulations they suffered to produce that.
I mean, he's a piece of trash. He's a piece of trash. He goes out. This is what he used to do. He probably most likely did steroids. His physique is not that amazing, but he was pretty young here. And so what they did is they passed this little twink around all over the place. I mean, he would literally take his pants off at everywhere he went. Like, look, he's in the middle of a basketball game. Why is his pants off? What?
I hope he was a Calvin Klein sponsored underwear model.
Is this the future? Is this the way people will sag their pants in the future? Was Mark Wahlberg ahead of his time?
There is nothing less attractive than sagging pants.
What do you mean by that?
It looks retarded.
Do
you not know how trousers operate?
I like you and I want you.
He's a booty warrior.
He might. No, I think he was. They booty warriored him. He wasn't a booty warrior. He was a guy just trying to be cool. But he's a combat sports athlete. Like if you go down here, you'd have no idea.
No.
I should put some trunks on this fucking guy, shouldn't I?
That's not functional muscle.
I'm gonna put some trunks on him. Let's see if I can find some trunks.
That's not functional muscle.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna find some trunks. Mark needs trunks. Wait, we got the Usyk trunks. I have trunks right here. Let me see if I can move these trunks. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch need some funky trunks. Okay, here we go. Oh, I gotta put them over this. Damn, this is annoying. Okay, the trunks go over the top. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We've got some trunks. There you go, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. We are still waiting for the next fight, and we are fixing Marky Mark's wardrobe malfunction. We are making him appropriate for 13-year-olds. To see this performance of I think it was that song. Feel the vibration. Appropriate for now. What would you say this rating is now? Is this PG-13? Bob?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a look like that come down the Fall/Winter 23 runway.
He really is a piece of trash, isn't he? He's a piece of trash. I hate him. All right, we're done with you, Marky Mark. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Okay, I got to turn off some of this stuff. And we're going to get Marky Mark and the funky ass out of here. All right, they're doing a build-up for the next fight. Let's listen to this audio. You're watching FU Sports on FU TV, and we love you. Remember, Bob, do you love them?
Sometimes.
What's the problem do you have with them today? What's the problem you have with them? You don't love them? Why?
Because earthworms can taste with the entirety of their bodies.
Can you say that just a little bit louder? You're not in the yellow.
Earthworms can taste with the entirety of their bodies.
Really?
Yes.
Since when?
Always. As long as earthworms have been a thing
and
that
what
exists.
Would be the point of that? To taste with your whole body?
I don't know, but it seems kind of cool.
It does. It is cool. I like it. All right, let's listen to, I think Kevin Holland's coming to the ring. Let's listen to this.
To assassinate that man in front of me. So assassination is what you get.
There's the tap. How about it? Kevin Holland submits Michael Chiesa in round.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to go potty, and I got to also drink water. I'm going to bring some more water for me and Bob. Bob will be here doing play-by-play if I don't make it back in time. See you in a second. See ya.
That's it. This fight's over. Oh, my goodness, that was smooth.
It looks like this guy's the full package.
Every time I walk inside the octagon, I hardly know what I'm going to do. They don't know what they're going to get, so it just tends to make fireworks.
Oh,
They go out there with Jack. Plan on getting
He
him a little
sounds
bit
like a self-aggrandizing idiot.
Oh, that knee hurt him. Hernandez covered up. That's it. Kevin Holland.
If Kevin thinks that this is going to be an easy fight, he's going to be mistaken big time. I've got the power and I've got the skills to take anyone out.
He's got the power.
If he does, it's going to be a bad night for Kevin.
Oh, Roberts is in trouble, and that'll do it. Perth has got one in Jack Della Maddalena.
Jack does have warrior heart. He does go out there and fight a good fight. But when I put the right hand on him, no matter what he does, it's going to make a difference in this fight every single time. So is my left.
Kevin Holland, the left hand from hell.
You know, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to put the pressure on him, and I'm going to take him out, finish him in spectacular fashion, and then keep climbing the ranks.
I think this is going to be a really good opportunity for me to show everybody why I'm a true big dog in the welterweight division.
A true big dog as opposed to a fake big dog? Are there fake big dogs?
All right, so here's the oncoming welterweight contender, number 14 in the world at present, Jack Della Maddalena. Hey, DC, kind of nice to not have to go to Perth, Western Australia to watch this man compete. This man is a problem, and after his last fight in which he was tested, he is very much motivated to put that one behind him.
Yeah, and honestly, John, in that test, I believe that he grew from it. Because you can struggle in fights like that, in essentially trap games. Fights that you don't expect the guy to be in a tough fight, and then you start to kind of flounder. What I took from it is that
Oh,
Jack
boy.
Della Maddalena came back in that third round when the fight
Look
was
at that
on the
nose.
table and got it done. And that's the positive in watching this young man compete. Now, he said he got through the adversity. He said that this is a fight that he feels will be a better matchup for him, and one that he expected. Before the end of the year, he figured he would be standing across the cage from Kevin Holland.
Look at you dropping a trap game in mixed martial arts. How good is that? Tonight's Fight Experience stats are sponsored by Cerveza Modelo.
Yeah, Della Magdalena, I love what he said at the meeting about staying off the center line, not coming down the center. Obviously, Kevin Holland being the long.
All right, so it sounds like he's actually thought about this and he has a strategy. But you know, as they say, everybody's got a strategy till they get punched in the face. So let's see if that holds true. They both seem pretty confident. He looks very relaxed.
His feet well. Now we await Kevin Holland. Well, don't look now, but Kevin Holland is approaching superstar status in mixed martial arts. If this fight week is any indication...
All right, so Kevin Holland is walking towards the ring right now. How was that, Bob? Did you hear the TNT? You can't. I gotta lower it because you know the copyright music. It'll get the stream taken down.
I mean, both of these guys seem pretty relaxed, pretty comfortable, pretty confident.
Yes, yes, they do. All right. Kevin Holland's here. Everyone loves Kevin Holland. He's sort of like the black Deadpool.
Do people love him? Is he a fan favorite?
He's a lot of people like him. He's exciting and he's also funny.
All right, all right. Where do you get that, like, deodorant stick of Vaseline?
That is weird, right? It looks like he's rubbing deodorant on his face.
It really does.
Yeah. That is very erotic, I would say.
This
They're
guy
advertising Modelo.
I don't get this. Why do people do this? He's like lip syncing a song that's not his and really putting a lot of effort into
He's
it.
getting psyched up, getting ready to get into a fight, bro.
You need to lip sync to get psyched up for a fight?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's just giving me very shades of RuPaul's Drag Race. He's lip syncing for his life.
He is shate away. Is that what the guy said? Shate away.
It's like sachet away.
I don't know.
Sachet away.
I've seen a couple of episodes of that in like years back. Back when it was cool to be a tranny.
Oh gosh,
I don't know what
co-main
that means,
event
but I just
already?
said. Yes, we're in the co-main event.
Wow.
It is Kevin Holland versus Jack Della. What's that?
Della Maddalena.
Maddalena?
Della Maddalena.
Maddalena?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I can't read. All right, we have Bruce Jenner in the middle of the ring calling out the fighters. I'm always pronouncing things incorrectly. I used to say, what was it? Potato? Something. Pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
Yeah. I pronounce words incorrectly all the time. I don't know why.
I like
It's
it.
because I'm stupid. That's why. You think I'm an idiot.
No. I like the way that you say pumpkin.
Remember that you too could say the word pumpkin.
And only you can
Pumpkin.
prevent forest fires.
And only you could stop Trudeau from burning down Canada.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. But, you know, you could probably go buy a donut.
I could probably what?
Go buy a donut.
Ooh, what are you trying to say?
That you could buy a donut.
Don't tempt me with a good thing. If you know what I mean.
Well, the donut acquisition establishment is closed for the evening, so it's not a temptation, it's an impossibility.
All right, we're waiting for the fight to start. They're calling out Kevin Holland. We're going to be in here in a minute. I got to turn this freaking audio off because it's too loud. It's too motherfucking loud. All right, so they're calling out the fighters. I hope that wasn't too low because on my screen it's low, but what I'm hearing is loud. We're going into round number 1, people. Round number 1. Damn, we're this far. We're in the co-main. We're in the fucking co-main event right now. Both men are on different ends of the ring. Mr. Ginger on the other end is asking to touch gloves with Mr. Holland. Both men are in the middle of the ring and they did not touch gloves. Okay, here we go. Did they really need to write his whole name in there? And that is a weird name. Della
Maddalena.
All right, so Holland throwing a little jab, stepping in. Della's thick, isn't he? Look at those legs. Look at the difference in legs.
He is. He's a biggin.
He is thick. He looks like he's about a weight class higher than Holland.
Yeah, but
very
Holland
relaxed.
is tall, so I feel like
Yeah,
it's
but I
just
mean,
the distribution of muscle in a
isn't
weird
that
way.
insane? It must be why I'm so heavy, right? Because I'm just so jacked. Okay, Holland throwing two little jabs. Holland does look much taller. His afro kind of helps. There's a big right hand that just hit Holland. This dude's got tree trunk legs, Della. Or Magdalena, whatever you want to call it.
Della Maddalena.
Maddalena, okay. Dylan has some big old legs.
You're having a hard time.
I'm not. His name's
name's
Della.
Jack.
Della.
You could just call him Jack.
I'll just call him Jack. That's better. Jack, it's got some thick old legs. I wonder what else is thick.
That's very homosexual.
Okay, so we got Holland jumping in with two little jabs. Nothing really landing. There's just one decent right hand from Jack. Just makes me think of Jack's links. You know, a big looping hook. But that dude got some traps too, man. Jack has some freaking he's got.
Yeah, but today
he got
we
some
find
weird
out whether
delts.
it's big for nothing.
He got those sharp delts like Earl Spence. You know, there's a little jab and a right hand from Jack that completely missed. Kevin Holland completely relaxed, cool as a cucumber, bro. Kevin Holland throwing a couple of little punches on the inside while holding, doing a little slip. He was wide open for that right hand from Jack. Not a great slip. You probably should stop doing that. He basically opened his chin up for a right straight. Okay, Holland throwing a lot of punches. And, whoa, he's getting beat on the fence right now. Holland just ate a couple of punches there. There's a nice little jab from Jack.
Well, Jack seemed to have like a pretty solid plan in place for what he was going to do during the fight. And it looks like he's trying to follow through.
It's a high work rate. Holland got caught with his back turned. There's a nice little straight right hand from Holland. Holland really not landing anything solid so far. He's extremely relaxed, isn't he?
He is.
Holland. His legs,
they both
his legs
are
are some fucking toothpicks, aren't they?
He never went to leg day. Not even one time.
He skipped all leg days. His genetics skipped legs days too. That's probably what it is, the leg genetics.
But he's also like tall.
Oh, big right hand from freaking Jack. The Gingers, you got to watch out for him. I heard recently that if you that Ginger, if it's spelled, it's got the same words for like the N word.
Supposedly.
Yeah, I don't know if that's,
allegedly.
You think that's intentional? Like they're really trying to mess with like gingers like that? That's pretty racist, isn't it? But you want to know what's not racist? FUTV. Subscribe. All right, right now we got Jack throwing a little jab to the body. We're getting some music in here. This doesn't. We got a minute and 40 seconds left in the first round. Not a great.
Is this a 5-round fight?
This is 3.
Are all the UFC fights
No,
3 rounds now?
Yeah, no, they're not. Just they sometimes they make the co-main event and the main event 5 rounds, but this actually is 3 rounds, which is weird. It's weird. Holland should be doing 5-round fights. He's fought at a pretty decently high level.
I feel like they just don't have enough time to get into the fight in a 3-round fight.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so Jack stepping forward, throwing a little jab, missing. Kevin Holland posting off, hitting him with a side kick to the stomach. Holland, it's just being lazy, really. He just did like a weird kind of wannabe shoulder roll. He's doing more defense than actually landing. Kevin throwing like 2 little jabs, little touches, then throwing a straight right hand and missing, and then turning around and Jack kicking him right in his ass. Kevin eating a little jab there, a good solid jab, and I think a right hand. Then Jack took a little side step to the right. Kevin coming in, really just doing all the same stuff over and over again. I think what Kevin should do, he should kind of come in pawing that jab and then sweep around with a right hook to get around it, because Jack just has a high guard. Simple high guard, doesn't take his head off the line. He's got an opening there. You should probably, tuck that little hook around that guard. All right, so we got 11 seconds left of the first round. Kevin hits him with a little tiny jab. Kevin stepping forward. Jack is just looks like he's kind of done with the round. He's not really trying to throw anything. He thinks he's won it. He's like, what's the point? He's thinking I'm the man. I won the round.
He's looking pretty pleased with himself.
That's the end of round number 1. Who do you think won, Bob?
I would probably give it to Jack.
I would give it to Jack too. With the weird Jack Della, what is it?
Della Maddalena.
Maddalena. All right, let's listen to some of this in the corner.
A bit more aggressive on the second phase and keep kicking his legs. Yeah, his legs are taking the emphasis off. Now let's start looking. Let's start looking for the straight.
We're going into round number 2, people. Round number 2. Fighters are getting advice.
Find his hips. You're doing well. You're moving well. Step off the center. Okay. He's musty. Step off the center, pal.
Don't exchange with him.
Okay, we're going to round number 2 over here. Round number 2.
Fight.
Both men on opposite ends of the ring. And Bob is here. Everybody loves Bob. Right, Bob?
I don't know about that.
Why? What do you mean? Of course everyone loves Bob. Everybody loves fucking Bob. You better love Bob. All right. Here we go. Both guys are on opposite ends of the ring. They are advertising the up-and-coming October 21st rematch of Makhachev, however, Oliveira 2. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. And I don't give a shit. All right, you got Holland stepping in with a little jab, little touch jab. Just coming in, kind of just aggressive. Kind of aggressive, but not much behind it. There's no anger in him, right? There's no sense of like urgency. He just smiled. And
no, they both just seem to be very relaxed.
He's laughing. Holland is like smiling, but he's not doing anything. What the hell, Holland? Do something, man. What the fuck? Okay, Holland just kind of pawing, and he threw a little short left hook.
That was better.
That was a little better. Like I said, he needs to wrap that hook around that high guard. Holland throwing a little push kick to the stomach. Pretty good. He really needs to keep coming high and low. Just keep coming in high and low. Jack stepping in, landing a body kick, and Holland throwing his own body kick. And Jack just pushing that shit right out the way. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Right, Canelo? Jack coming in, throwing a left hook. Not landing. Just a lot of random wild punches from Jack. Holland stepping forward, very relaxed. But really, these are like a bunch of arm punches he's throwing. He's putting no power on anything. There's absolutely no sense of urgency from Holland. Holland's starting to, talk trash in the ring. Like I told you, Bob, he likes to talk. I think it helps him, to get relaxed.
Yeah, but I mean, he should maybe focus on being a more effective striker.
Yeah, he needs to. Holland landed a pretty nice straight right hand. It's a decent, kind of grazing, but a good amount of it looks like the knuckles hit him. All right, on the side of the head. Jack is pressuring forward. Jack has a really weird looking head, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. That's another Easter Island statue for you.
He looks squashed, like his face looks squashed. All right, so Holland catching a leg kick. That defense that Holland does isn't even exactly the best. The way he kind of tilts back like that. Like he's completely open for a right head kick or a right straight. Holland throwing a left hand straight, missing completely. Jack stepping in with a right hand straight and hits Holland right in the face, just like I told you. Kevin's very predictable in his movements. He thinks he's slick, like he's trying to do some kind of weird shoulder roll, but he's very predictable. Kevin throwing a weird kind of push left kick and then a push side kick to the stomach. He faked the leg, what did you call it, the ankle pick or whatever, and then he threw a right hand, and then he's doing a bunch of little touches. I don't know if Kevin's really got Jack's respect yet. I don't think he has it.
No, I don't think he has it.
He's kind of boring Jack. Maybe Kevin's plan is to just touch him a little bit, bore him, and then like take him out. Kevin just threw a head kick, landed. It was pretty good. I mean, Jack blocked it, but it hit his arms pretty hard, and it landed sort of. It made his hand smack his face. Jack threw a big right hand and hit Kevin. Kevin ran away like a little girl. Kevin throws a big overhand slap. Weird, right? Smacks Jack right on the forehead. Kevin doing the same thing, just kind of framing, putting his hand out and just circling to the right. It always looks weird, these long limb guys, right? They throw punches and it looks like there's nothing on them.
Yeah. I mean, there has to be something behind it, but it's because they look like linguine noodles.
Yeah, he looks like a fighting linguine.
Or like a squid.
It'll be like Kevin the fighting linguine. What's his last name again? Holland? Yeah. Kevin just ate 2 right hooks to the head. Like I told you, he does this stupid slip, and it really isn't. It's not protecting him. Kevin throwing a big straight right hand and going completely off balance. Kevin throwing a leg kick, it getting caught, and then Jack throwing it, and then kicking Kevin in the leg. All right, Jack lands a decent little kick to Kevin's lead leg. Jack throwing a little jab and touching Kevin. Get the dog out of here. All right, Kevin eating a big elbow there. Kevin coming up. He didn't see it coming. He had his head bent down. He came back up, and Jack hit him right with an elbow in the face. Kevin circling to the right. He really is just throwing a mess of taps. Like Kevin, he needs to commit to his strikes.
He's too casual about it.
I don't know what he's doing. All the punches, they're not actual punches. He's doing a lot of touches. It reminds me sort of like a lot of the weak strikes that the Diaz brothers throw. That hit you with like these little touches.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's a nice right hand from Kevin. That was probably the best shot he threw in the whole fight.
I feel like he just slapped. What's his name's arm
with a decent right straight.
Ooh.
Now he's trying to take him down. Kevin tries to sweep Jack, try to trip him. Jack does a little spin, trying to be cool, and then the round ends. This was the end of the second round. Bob,
I don't know who I would have this for, honestly.
What?
Who do you have this for, do you think?
I don't know. The first round was Jack. The second round, I'm not sure.
Yeah, the second round was kind of even.
Kind of, but I might actually lean towards Jack. I might be leaning Jack, but I think they might go Holland. I'm not sure. This is the co-main event, people. This co-main event, you're watching FU Sports on FU TV. And if you don't like this channel, then I still love you. All right, we're going into the second round. Let's listen to some of this in the corner shit talking.
2 rounds,
and he's tired.
All I need,
Don't talk to him. No more talking. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go.
Time, have fun, Jack. Let's go.
That's interesting. Jack's corner is a lot more like go get him, and Kevin's corner is like have fun. Go have fun.
That is weird. All right, both men opposite ends of the ring. We're about to start fighting. Both men hitting gloves. All right, Kevin and both men standing in the middle of the monster cage. It's in the middle of the ring, and by that I mean monster can, not cage. Jack taking some steps forward, looking sort of like that Conor McGregor meme where he's trying to pretend to know how to box. Okay, Jack stepping in, Holland hitting him with a nice little push kick to the stomach. Jack is sort of moving his head off the line for the first time in the whole fight. I guess he's trying to not get hit with that straight right hand. He's got a pretty decent guard, right? He's got his hands up high. Seems to not be afraid of being taken down. He's got a kind of a box. Oh, Kevin eating a decent straight right hand. Kevin needs to step it up, right? Doesn't he? Look at it. The way he throws that. Kevin throwing a punch. It's like such a terrible punch.
It just looks like a little kid in like kindergarten.
Yeah, it's like he has his
having
first
a
instinct.
slap fight.
You saw the way he threw this little girl punch?
Yeah,
That
it's
wasn't a real
like
punch.
fluttering.
He like hit him like he had brass knuckles on his hands or something. It wasn't like an actual real punch. It was an arm punch, but it was thrown like an amateur. Like, and by amateur I mean like a 5-year-old girl on a who's fighting with the school bully. All right, Kevin throwing these kicks, high kicks, then throwing a big old spinning back kick and missing everything.
I feel like he's not even trying to hit him.
Seems like, yeah, he I don't know what's wrong with him. He's fighting like an idiot.
It's like,
Jack-
you know, in like figure skating, you get points if you just throw like random stuff in there.
He's fighting like Israel Alazania almost fought the other week, right? But
He's
just,
fighting like he's a figure skater
just
trying to
without
get
the fear.
points.
Jack just needs to put it on him, man. Okay, so Holland throwing a decent amount of strikes. His right hand is terrible. Holland, the way he throws this right hand, like I said, it's like,
ooh, that was nice.
Look like Jack ate 2 hooks, didn't he? He's hitting his hands. Okay, so Jack.
Yeah, but as Holland was doing that weird side elbow thing, Jack came under and got him with an uppercut.
Yeah, I mean Jack has been he's a cleaner fighter. Like he just throws cleaner punches. Jack throwing 2 straight right hands, sort of like a hook / straight. It's weird the way the shot comes in. Oh, whoa, our stream just locked up for some weird reason. I'm going to be trying to fix this. This seems to happen like every single time we do this. All right, bear with me, people. Hey, Jack, can you sing? I mean, not by Jack, I mean Bob.
I don't speak English.
Did I just have an Obama moment?
You did.
Or have I been having Obama moments from the moment we started doing this? Because your name is Bob, you know, that's kind of a masculine name, isn't it?
Is it? In this day and age? How close-minded of you.
Wait, who's closed-minded? I'm not closed-minded.
You're very close-minded. You just said Jack is a masculine name. I mean, Bob.
Jack, Bob.
I was thinking about the fighter.
Yeah, what the heck's wrong with us today?
I'm tired.
I'm getting back to the stream, people. Don't hit me.
It's past my bedtime. That's why I'm getting a little
we
zesty.
are kind of tired. We're always tired when we're doing this. All right, so you got Jack stepping forward, Holland looking like trash. Still, same thing. Holland throwing little taps. Here's a straight right hand from Holland. He throws a straight right hand that is blocked, and then Holland follows up with a back fist from the same position. He basically missed both of them. Then he threw another right hand like a little girl. Jack pressuring forward, just coming forward like the Predator, like a thick old little dude. And then Jack throws a little leg kick, little left kick to the leg, and Holland eats it. Holland throwing a little hook to the body, like an uppercut. Jack just pressuring forward. Holland doing some hand. Holland just, what the hell's wrong with him? Is he high on crack?
I mean, he's kind of fighting like
he's fighting so lazy.
Nate Diaz a little bit.
Way worse. I mean, he's just a lazy bastard. He needs to work on his cardio and stop drinking like 20 beers a day and smoking a pack of cigarettes. Look, it's the 3rd round. Kevin Holland is dead tired. And he's done very little. He's barely committing on anything. Holland just ate a big old left hook. Jack is the way more active fighter. He's landed the harder punches. He's not just blocking. He's actually throwing punches, unlike Strickland the other week. He landed one good one. I'll give him that. Holland throwing one right hand and missing completely. Holland eating a jab. Look how Holland looks. He reminds me. You ever saw the movie? What is it? Menace to Society?
Yeah, a little bit.
They have a scene where a guy's all like, "I'll suck your dick, man." That's who he looks like. He reminds me of that guy. Like he looks like a crackhead. Like he's a fucking mess. He's dead tired. We're only in the 3rd round. Holland doing this fake Floyd Mayweather kind of a defense. He doesn't block his left side. He only blocks the right. When you do a shoulder roll like that, you know you're supposed to bring your shoulder up, right? You know that, Bob? Kevin just eating all kinds of right hands.
What in the jumping?
Shot. Oh, Kevin Holland he's happy with this performance. I have no idea. He was smiling.
Well, his corner was telling him to go out there and have fun.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, he definitely had fun. He got fun getting punched in the face. All right, we're going to listen to the post-fight. And remember, Joe Pesci loves you.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
It's not a piece of shit. It's pretty good, Joe Pesci. We're going to listen to the post-fight right now, but it's in commercial. So we'll just listen to music instead and sing songs to each other. Going down the tunnel. Going down the tunnel. MMA. Yeah. Doesn't this make you feel like you're going down a tunnel really fast?
It does. It's very Tron.
You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. You are a Man, you fight with no body.
Man, you fight with no body. You fight with no body, man. We're waiting for the decision to come in, people, and you're watching FUTV. FUTV. Yeah. FUTV. Don't be dirty. Don't think dirty things. You globalist pigs. Just gonna slide it around a little bit. All right, we're still waiting. We're still on a commercial. Hey, Bob, what do you think of this fight?
It wasn't that exciting, to be honest with you. It was okay.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, it wasn't that great.
It was like it wasn't. Wow, that was so good. It was just kind of like, all right.
It's kind of like it's all right.
It was there. We were here.
It was a fight. Something happened.
We all existed together at the same time.
Yeah. Men touched each other. All right, we're going to listen to the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Mike Bell scores the contest 29-28, Holland. Eric Cohen scores it 29-28, Magdalena. And Saul Diamano scores the contest 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Jack Della Maddalena.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Just kidding. I thought it was a good decision. Let's listen to this.
Jack, you said you expected to fight Kevin Holland at some point this year. Was that all you expected in this fight?
Yeah, pretty much exactly what I expected, you know. Got me talking a little bit, which was sick. Thanks for the booze, I appreciate it. Yeah.
This is the biggest fight that you've had to date. Knowing Kevin Holland and his profile, you handled it. But in the 3rd round, your corner said, let's not talk anymore, let's get to work. Did you feel like you had done enough to get the victory?
I knew it was close. It's hard to tell in here for me personally, but I thought it was
it's
close.
Hard
I feel
to
like
personally.
Whatever, I'm not a judge, so fuck it.
Jack, let's take a look at your work up here. Your pressure, and you were so responsible defensively, landing those body shots. Is that what you expected? Did you think Kevin would take more takedown attempts in there?
Kevin is very easy, very hittable. Very hittable. He's doing this stupid shoulder roll. Wasn't working for him. Not at all.
Use the eyes and just wait for my shots.
You're a guy that's ranked now. You go to 6-0 in the UFC. What would you like to have next?
Whatever. Honestly, I don't give.
Whatever.
Well, it was a tremendous performance as we come to expect for you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jack Della Maddalena.
And one thing we have also come to expect is that Jack Della Maddalena wants to fight all of these welterweights ranked above him. He has won 16 consecutive fights and is now 6-0 in the UFC after getting past Kevin Holland tonight. Tim Collin for Rage Against the Machine with us here tonight.
Fuck them. Rage in favor of the machine is what they are. What the hell? What is that?
DT.
A man who needs no introduction.
Nate Diaz.
With us here for this special night.
Nate Diaz in the house. And we have E.T. This is the alien they found in Mexico. What do you think?
They have 2 of them. Okay.
This is one of the 2. This is the one when it was younger. But this was this picture is actually from how many? How old are these supposed aliens?
I don't know. They said they've
1,000 years or something.
No, not 1,000 years old. They said it. I don't know.
I mean, they are made of fucking plaster, right?
They're made of lies, bullshit, and bureaucratic razzle dazzle.
You're not in the yellow. You need to talk a little louder.
I don't want to talk louder.
You need to be in the yellow. You need to understand. Yellow is good.
What if I don't like yellow?
Except yellow teeth. That's not good. Who likes yellow teeth? Sick people.
I don't know. Some people, maybe that's a beauty trend, man.
Is that a future beauty trend? Do you think that?
Probably.
Let's just see.
I mean, people are currently bedazzling their teeth, so.
All right, that was a completely pointless moment of me dancing with E.T. to the song. We're going to be going into the main event.
Against a beyond motivated former champion. Well, Mexico is as proud a fighting nation as there
Is this
in
Linkin
the
Park?
world. And no woman from that great nation
I mean, I
has
think that they're
realized
doing a
UFC
full
title.
court press
That is
for
what is in
to
front of
get the
Alexa
Mexican
Grasso here
fans.
tonight. Valentina Shevchenko looking to make it 8 successive flyweight title defenses.
I prepared myself for so many years, so when the fight started, I felt amazing.
Oh! Huge connection by Grasso. Wobbled her. Well, for a long time, Valentina Shevchenko was just knifing through contenders without so much as being challenged. That has changed.
All the fight, I was chasing her all the time to be the hunter. When I saw that she spun, I took her back and I said, this fight, it's mine. This is going to be over right now.
Oh, that is getting tight. I think she got it. Oh, she got it.
The over response, man, of these commentators.
All right, so Valentina's coming off of a submission loss in their previous fight. This is the rematch, and I'm who you predicting wins this, Bob?
I don't know. I think that this could actually be really interesting because they're both very talented.
Yeah, I think Shevchenko's gonna win it. I mean, we could see a situation like we saw with that Israel fight, where people think, oh, this guy's done or this lady's done. A lot of people think that Valentina couldn't win a rematch.
I don't think Shevchenko is done. I just think that they're both talented. So I don't necessarily think that, if she wins or she loses, it kind of doesn't matter. I don't think she's done. I think that she has a challenging opponent, and that in and of itself makes it interesting.
But I mean, like, Grasso is like a newcomer.
Yeah.
That's the thing. She's like,
everybody's a newcomer at some point.
I understand that, but like, you think that's such a veteran and not even like an out of prime veteran. You think she would have an easier time with this lady. I wouldn't really see her losing. Let's look at her record. I'm gonna look at Grasso's record. I mean, she has 16 fights and 3 losses. What is it? How many knocks? She got 4 knockouts, and what is this? I don't know how many submissions. I don't know where the submissions are. Where are the submissions? I'm looking on the UFC website. I do not see the submission stats. Do you see them, Bob?
I don't.
All I see is 4 wins. Let's say 4 wins by knockout. First round finishes. She has 5 first round finishes, and fight win streak is 5. She's won 5 fights in a row. She's on a good streak. I mean, she beat Shevchenko. That's a big deal. That is a ridiculous. I mean, and she beat her in impressive fashion. This was a finish. What do you think of that, Bob?
As I said before, I think that she's talented. Do I think that she can for sure replicate what she did in the last fight? I don't know, but that's kind of what makes it interesting to watch.
All right, let's hear the walkout music. Here you go.
Woman or man, one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time. Here she is, the former 7-time defending UFC women's flyweight champion, Valentina Shevchenko. 9-time international Muay Thai champion, and Daniel Cormier. She has spent 3 months in Thailand, hardening her mind, her body, to try to right what she perceived to be a wrong back at UFC 285 in March.
Yeah, she went back to the drawing board. She went back.
So, I mean, it hasn't been a huge amount of time either. It's what? 6 months?
Yeah.
March to.
I thought it was like longer ago, but.
Well, they said back in March, so that's only 6 months ago.
Yeah. All right, let's listen to some of this.
But then there were cracks in Tyler Santos, and then that Alexa Grasso fight happened. So she did
what you would expect from a champion. She went back to her roots. She got back to the things that matter the most. And she is carrying an edge to her this week. She is not the same woman that we saw before. She wants to not only become champ again, she wants to do it in dominating fashion and really dispose of the idea that Alexa Grasso is better than her.
I've said it before, and in my opinion, the toughest thing to do as a champion is to stay champion and keep defending your belt over and over. Valentina Shevchenko has done that. And the reason it's so difficult is you have an entire division that's preparing for solely and only you and your style. And what we saw at Grasso is she made the adjustment to the spin attacks that we've seen Valentina Shevchenko finish so many girls with and hurt them with. She made the adjustment, was able to take the back and finish her there. Will Valentina Shevchenko change her style to face Grasso and make the adjustment? According to her, I'm going to stay exactly the same because I was winning that fight until I gave that opportunity. But this time, the finish won't be there for Grasso.
Shevchenko did spend some time in Vietnam at Second Sport Club, also trained in Vegas and Canada. But Tiger Muay Thai for 3 months, a place she first graced 20 years ago. That was the jumping off point for what she believes will be a recrowning.
All right, I think
Valentina Shevchenko looks to restore.
I think we might see a knockout win for Shevchenko in this one.
Yeah.
I think we might see a knockout because I think she took her lightly. I mean, this is what happens with these dominant champions. They take a lot of these other fighters lightly. I don't think anyone really thought Grasso was going to win that fight. But she did, she won, obviously. All right, Grasso's coming to the ring right now. But my prediction is I think it's going to end up probably being a KO win for Shevchenko. If not a points victory, but I think I'm going to lean more towards a KO. I mean, this might just be a crazy striking match, I think. All right, so we're looking at the arena. We're looking at the arena right now. They have a big the Titantron. That's what you call it, right, Bob? Titantron?
Is Grasso Mexican?
Yes. The Titantron, they had the big old Mexican flags on all the screens.
The Jumbotron.
What do you call it? I thought it was called the Titantron.
I thought it was a Jumbotron.
Either one. It's big-ass screens.
Some kind of Tron.
Yeah, big-ass screens over the arena. And big old Mexican flags everywhere. And here she comes. Grassos is walking to the ring, very focused, looking maybe a little bit. She looks like the moment's getting to her a little bit. She looks like she's nervous, right? Doesn't she look nervous?
She does. I mean, it's what she's walking into is a big deal in her career. Can she replicate it? Was it a flash in the pan? Was it an accident? There's a lot of questions that she probably has in her own mind.
Yeah. I don't think it was an accident. I think it was...
Right, but you know what I mean? Like, was it a fluke?
It just kind of happened like that.
Can she do it again?
Yeah. I mean, we could be looking at a great fight. Anybody who wants to watch this right now, this is the UFC Fight Night. UFC Fight Night, I don't know which number it is, but it is on ESPN+. Anyone who wants to watch it, go get ESPN+. Do it right now, bums!
There's also other places.
Yeah, there's other places, but we would never use those places, right, Bob?
Whatever you say, foo.
Who you calling a foo?
You, foo.
Wait. You got to talk a little louder than that, Bob. I got to make your audio louder.
I'm going to start whispering like this is an ASMR. You know what we didn't do this time?
What?
We didn't do our ASMR segment.
What do you mean?
We are always eating something.
We were drinking water the whole entire time.
Yeah, but we weren't eating something.
You want to eat something?
I'm just saying, I'm not saying I want to eat something particular. I'm just saying.
Bob went outside today and I was feeling kind of sick. And she went out and paid like a bunch of money to buy me a bunch of soups. It's insane. She's insane.
I came back with all of the soup options.
She came back. She brought me all these soups. Isn't she sweet?
I have my moments.
That's Bob. All right, let's listen to this.
See her on the scale to recognize that she took a couple weeks off and then went right back to work. Sort of weird to see Valentina Shevchenko spend all this extended time in the octagon waiting for a champion. That has not been our reality. But if you were looking for any sort of sign that Alexa Grasso...
She's looking a little nervous.
Yeah, she's looking extremely nervous. Grasso is looking very nervous.
Tail the Tape is brought to you by The Nun 2, only in theaters September 8th.
So Shevchenko has a very slight reach advantage.
Alexa Grasso is 30, Valentina Shevchenko 35.
So
both women 5'5" inches
they look pretty there, don't they?
They do.
I think
And
they
you know
both
what's
look pretty.
interesting? They're both strong. They're both capable. They're both skilled fighters, but they both still look feminine, which
They
is really
do.
nice.
They do. They're pretty. They're pretty ladies.
I think that a lot of times when female fighters are trying to assert themselves and be taken seriously, they eliminate their femininity
They stack on a bunch of muscle.
and they try to look masculine.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see these guys looking
They need
like
natural
girls.
beauty. That's the thing. These women have natural beauty because a lot of women out there nowadays, like they take that makeup off and they look like trash. You know, these ladies, they're just no makeup. You can just see that's a lady, bro.
Oh God, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, the Herb is in the ring. Can you feel the Herb? Can you? Don't make me bring Marky Mark over here again.
Please don't.
That man is a national treasure.
That man is an abomination.
That man is a national treasure. All right, they're calling them out. We're going to be going into round number 1 in a second. Let's listen to some of this. They're calling the fighters.
Shevchenko is serving very much, what's his name?
Bean?
Emelianenko.
Oh, Fedor? Yeah, she does look a little like a female Fedor.
She's just standing there like completely deadpan.
She looks like a sexy Fedor Emelianenko. I don't remember to pronounce his name.
Emelianenko.
You know he's in the new EA UFC game? Isn't that insane?
I mean, it makes sense. He belongs there.
He does. He does.
Championship.
And actually, if Bob wants to stick around, we're going to be doing a small preview of the new UFC game. It's just a small preview of the new trailer. All right, let's listen to this.
She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 124 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion and the #1 ranked UFC flyweight contender in the world, the challenger, Valentina Bullet.
All right.
And now, introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 16 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 124 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Alexa Grasso!
You saw that thing with her hands? She brought her
What?
hands up into a triangle like super fast. It's just
Yeah.
funny how fast she did it.
I
Very
think
nervous.
that they
very
do that
nervous.
sometimes. You know how they'll like do the prayer hands almost like.
We're gonna keep this clean. Touch
I
gloves.
think it's
Good.
the gloves that keep their hands apart a little bit.
All right.
Mortal
All
Kombat
right.
1 available September.
All right, fighters just touched gloves. They're on opposite ends of the ring looking at each other. The commentator's advertising the new Mortal Kombat game, and we are getting ready. Both women look very focused. All right,
All right, here we go.
here we go.
Hopefully this is
all right,
longer
so
than
the ladies are
54
coming across the ring. They're
seconds.
both in the center of the ring. Shevchenko kind of doing her little. She's very stoic. She's standing there getting ready to
Is this
snap
one
like a.
5 rounds or is this
There's
also
5
3?
rounds. This is a
All right.
title fight. It's a title fight. Shevchenko standing right in the middle. She's taking center stage. She's right in the middle of the ring, and she has no intention of moving. She's letting her opponent come through. She's throwing a straight right hand right into Grasso's face. Grasso looks very, very stiff and nervous. Her body language is not very good. Shevchenko is really just standing her ground. She is in a kickboxing stance, almost like Muay Thai, like a Muay Thai kind of stance. She's
Well, they
pumping
said that.
like-
They said that she went back to her Muay Thai gym.
yeah, it looks like it. I could see it. She's pumping that lead leg. I mean, this lady was a ridiculously high-level Muay Thai fighter. And so she's pumping her leg right now. Shevchenko standing center stage. Grasso throws a straight right hand and misses. Grasso is getting, I told you, right? Grasso is in a kickboxing fight with a very, 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 very high-level striker.
And,
Shevchenko landed a nice
ooh,
body shot there.
that hurt her.
He hit her right in the liver. Shevchenko
And-
standing in center stage. She's feinting a right jab and then going to throw the straight left. She's
and Grasso looks nervous.
She is.
Grasso's
She's biting
nervous.
on all the feints. She's biting on all of them. Grasso throwing a straight left hand, and it looked absolutely amateurish. Shevchenko is a beast. She's in the middle of the ring. She is not moving. She is saying right there, big straight left hand from Shevchenko. Oh, Grasso landing a nice.
Got to put her hands up.
She landed a decent jab, Grasso there. I mean, both women are pretty good at controlling the, having their hands where they should be. Grasso has a good, she got her hand where they should be, I think, right? They're high. But she's not moving her head off the line.
She's not moving her head enough.
No angles.
And if she's not going to move her head, she needs to tighten up her guard.
She's going to eat a straight left hand at some point.
Again.
Yeah, her head is right there. Grasso, like she puts her hands up, but she doesn't move her head. And now they're in a clinch right now. Grasso throwing a left and right hook.
Work off the clinch.
Yeah, she did a little short left and right hand. Grasso, look at that kick that Grasso threw.
That had nothing behind it.
It had absolutely nothing on it. It was heavy. It was slow. Grasso now Grasso has taken center stage. She's in the middle of the ring. Valentina throws a jab and steps in with an elbow. And that must have hurt if that hit her on the arm. It's not really a thing you want to block. You want to get away from it. Valentina stepping in with a jab and landing it. We got 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first round. Valentina stepping in for a takedown. She really shouldn't take this fight to the ground. Valentina eating a good knee to the body and then landing.
She delivered an elbow on the break.
She threw a nice elbow on the break, like Bob said. There's a little jab from Valentina. Valentina really just waiting, right? Just waiting to react.
Yeah, I think that she's trying to bait Grasso forward.
Yes,
she opens up a little bit more.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, she's trying to catch her coming in, but she is stepping in too. If Grasso's killing the clock, Valentina will step in, throw a jab straight like she just did, and then she took a step back. Now she's stepping in with a teep kick to the stomach, and Grasso pushed it down. Grasso throwing a leg kick and just grazing the lead leg of Shevchenko. Shevchenko is having her way right now.
Yeah, I think that Grasso realizes that if she tries to step forward and do anything, Shevchenko is going to leap into that opening. And I think that Shevchenko's faster than she is.
She is. She's faster.
So Shevchenko will beat her to the punch.
Grasso landed a nice little jab there a second ago. Good timing. She times these shots sometimes. She got pretty nice knees on the inside, Grasso. Landing another. Shevchenko has the underhook. She's now taking Grasso to the ground. This is not a good place for Grasso because I know Shevchenko's main discipline was striking, but she is ridiculously good on the ground as well.
I think that for Shevchenko's mental state,
some shoulder strikes.
She needs to take it back because Grasso won.
She's going for a choke right now. Shevchenko's going for a choke.
Well, that's how she lost. Shevchenko lost in a choke.
Yeah, she lost in a choke in the last fight.
So I think that Shevchenko is trying to take it back.
She got it back. Shevchenko's got her back. This is really bad. This is really bad.
She's trying to.
Look, if Shevchenko beats her right now, there doesn't need to be a rematch because this right now what's happening is a complete schooling. Oh, Grasso's up. Shevchenko almost had her.
Yeah, and I think that Shevchenko's strategy is to get her in a submission.
Yeah.
I think that even though she could probably knock her out, she wants to submit her.
But she doesn't want to go into because in the previous fight, Shevchenko was getting tired. So she really, I think, wants to take her out quick.
Yeah, but I think that there's some she has to prove something to herself that she could do it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah, she probably wants to get it back. She wants to pay back. She's
because there's no reason.
Watch me submit you, right? That kind of thing.
Exactly. There's no other reason she would be trying to take her down. Literally no other reason because she's dominating and striking.
Yes, she was.
So this is even though it's not the smart play, it is something that she seems to need to do for herself.
Yes, we've come to the end of the first round. I thought it was a Shevchenko round.
Yeah.
Okay, let's listen to this.
5 minutes more.
And it is in Spanish. I don't know if you guys understand this. So me and Bob are probably just going to talk. I just got to add to our sports card. So what'd you think of that round, Bob?
I thought it was good. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed in how stiff Grasso was, but Grasso really does have the weight of the world on her right now. She had this victory, which was interesting and unexpected, and now she has to replicate
They're showing the
that.
liver kick. It was a kick on the liver. Grasso is a very tough woman to take that shot like that. Do you see that liver shot?
Yeah.
Got her feet out from underneath her and got that beautiful takedown.
All right, we're going to round number 2. I have to turn my card off. I got it over here. Round number 2, people.
All right, Grasso seems to be loosening up a little bit.
All right, Grasso coming in. I mean, she's taking the center of the ring, Grasso's, but Valentina's waiting. Valentina is substantially smaller than Grasso.
But she's dense.
Yeah, she's got more muscle.
Like,
nice straight left
Valentina
hand from
is
Valentina.
compact.
Valentina landing a nice straight left hand. Valentina is really just, there you go, a straight left hand from Grasso that completely hit the arms. Valentina's just waiting to take, that's a straight left hand there, I think, for Valentina.
And
She's
here
trying
she
to take her
goes
down again,
She's
yeah.
going to take her down again.
Wow. All right, Valentina's trying to take her
try.
down. Valentina's trying to take down Grasso. She wasn't able to do it. Grasso is strong, man.
She's really strong, but like, I think that Valentina is, she needs to keep her eye on the prize, right? She could get too in her own head about getting this stupid submission takedown, whatever, and miss an opportunity for a knockout.
Yes. All right, you got SHEVCHENKO now, just bouncing around, not throwing much. She's just really just waiting to react to what Grasso is doing. There's straight left hand from Valentina right around the guard of Grasso. Straight, clean left straight.
But you got to give Grasso her
You do. There's
credit.
another straight left hand.
She's
Oh,
taken
Grasso drops SHEVCHENKO. Whoa.
Whoa.
That lady can punch, can't she?
Yeah.
She can punch. Wow, that was impressive. SHEVCHENKO she was throwing a punch and she got caught coming back up. Impressive, you know? She's a strong lady.
It is, but you know, she recovered very fast.
She did. I mean, she's used to getting hit. That's what her mid-discipline was.
But the problem is, like, is
It's a
this
nice
gonna
body
mess with
shots
her
coming
mind?
from Grasso. She's landing a lot of shots here. SHEVCHENKO needs to get off of her. SHEVCHENKO needs to use some movement. She's getting touched up.
This is interesting.
Yeah, it's turning into a brawl right now. Surprising, you know.
It is.
SHEVCHENKO's trying to get a takedown. She got to watch. She's gonna get. Oh, hopefully they don't get caught. SHEVCHENKO took down Grasso. It's not a great idea. I think Grasso's really good on the ground with the submissions.
But I think that SHEVCHENKO has like something to prove to herself.
She does, but she's got to be careful because she got submitted in the last fight.
Yeah.
So.
And she just is taking her down on the heels of being hit pretty clean.
So Grasso is holding SHEVCHENKO in almost a triangle position. She wrapped around SHEVCHENKO's arm. SHEVCHENKO's throwing knees to the ass. She's trying to prop herself up right now. SHEVCHENKO, she's pulling her head out from under the armpit, and she's done it. She's now on top. SHEVCHENKO's on top. And SHEVCHENKO's just on top. She's raining down short left hands. Grasso throwing some little short elbows on her back, more like 4 shots with the. She's trying to get a submission here. Grasso is trying to lock in a submission.
She is.
Yes.
And what SHEVCHENKO really needs to worry about
Short elbows from SHEVCHENKO
is this, you know, she's got this focus and she could get herself into some trouble.
Yes. She really needs to just be very like she needs to not take so many risks. Because she was beating her very easily in that first round, right? SHEVCHENKO was beating her easily. And then she was beating her easier in the second round, but then she wants to basically blow her out. You know, she's not being patient.
Ooh, that was a nice up kick.
Getting kicked right in the chest. Grasso on the ground kicking SHEVCHENKO in her knee. Not a great thing to happen, you know, getting kicked in your knee like that.
Ooh.
Grasso just getting SHEVCHENKO in the knee like this. Grasso is on the ground on her back, and she's throwing these kicks at SHEVCHENKO's legs. SHEVCHENKO's in
heel.
SHEVCHENKO's in a standing. Yeah, she's driving her. She's gonna hyperextend her knee. Grasso is on the ground, and SHEVCHENKO is standing over her. She really got to be careful the way SHEVCHENKO is so impatient. She is leaping in.
She's mad. She's fighting
mad.
mad.
And she's eating all kinds of punches right now. SHEVCHENKO Grasso is landing off her back, hitting her with shots pretty kind of behind the head actually. She needs to watch. This lady's not trash on the ground.
No.
I mean, I think this could arguably be another SHEVCHENKO round because she's dominated this huge portion of time, hasn't she?
She has, but I think that she's taking a Pyrrhic victory here for this round. Like, she has allowed herself to receive quite a lot of damage for arguably not terribly much territory because Grasso is fine.
Yeah.
You know, SHEVCHENKO has gotten hit a bunch. She's been fighting in this
That's to me. I got to give this round to Shevchenko, really. I have to.
Yeah, but I mean, how, like, did she...
She took it back. She took
run
the round
her
back.
gas tank down for nothing.
She could have, but she on points, I think she did it just because she had so much control over her. She did get dropped. That was a big moment. So maybe you can even it out if you want. If they do 10 rounds, I don't know. But I'm just going to give it to her because she just dominated the majority of the
And
round.
it's interesting. It sounds like her corner just said, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah, she keeps going to the ground with her.
Because if you look at them, Grasso looks fine.
Yeah.
And Shevchenko looks tired.
She's
And
older. She's an older lady. She's an older fighter.
She's 35.
I mean, she's been fighting for a long time. And she fought in a pure combat, like sport of all striking. It wasn't a hard punch either that touched her. That's surprising. All right, going into round number 3. I would, if I was Shevchenko, I wouldn't be taking this lady down. It's risky business.
Fight.
Both fighters across the ring staring at each other. I would Shevchenko better tighten it up because this lady's dangerous.
Grasso's looking fresh, and
Grasso's
Shevchenko
very
is
dangerous.
not.
And she probably got a lot of confidence from that knockdown. Grasso's just thick, man. She's big. Look at her shoulder length. Big.
Hopefully, Shevchenko goes back to her.
She
basics.
needs to be a point. She needs to do what she was doing originally and stop throwing big winging hooks. She got caught. She got caught sleeping. She came up and just ate a right hand, right?
Yep.
She needs to do what she was doing, where she's just reacting to Grasso. All right, both fighters in the middle of the ring. Shevchenko throws an inside leg kick, throws 2 of them, lands both of them.
I think she's giving a little punishment for those heel drives
Can't
up
go
from the
stepping
ground.
in with her straight left hand. She's doing exactly what she was doing before. She's back on track. It looks like she's not being wild. She's just being patient.
Her corner, I think, maybe got to her a little bit.
She's treating this lady like she's a bum. That's the thing. You can't do that. Like, Grasso is deceivingly good. Like, you know, she's all slow, and then out of nowhere, she rocks you with one punch. Look, Shevchenko threw a right hand, and Grasso tried to throw her own around it. Like, she punched over it.
Yeah.
So she's got good timing. The lady's got good timing.
Shevchenko is fast, but Grasso is not slow. You know?
Yeah, Shevchenko is they're both reactive, right? They're both reacting to each other. This lady is, she's trying to time Valentina just like Valentina is trying to time her. But Valentina's movement is just so much faster. She needs to really, it'd be nice if she could actually, this is not a smart move. Why does she keep doing that, right? All right, so Valentina has Grasso on the ground again. I don't know, she really wants to fight this lady on the ground, doesn't she?
I think that this is like a weird thing.
I agree. I think it's a moral victory or something.
And
right?
she's willing to risk it to do this specific thing that she wants to do.
It's not her main discipline. Okay, Valentina has Grasso in a choke right now, in a deep choke. She might tap.
Boy.
She might tap. This is in really tight.
She's either gonna
this
tap
is in
or
really
she's
really
gonna
tight.
pass out.
Grasso is in a choke. I think she's going out. She's in a triangle. It's extremely tight. It's very, very tight.
I hope they're watching her because she might pull a Holly Holmes and just
she might. She's in a really deep choke.
Knocked out. Like, she might lose consciousness, not get like punched.
Yeah, that was crazy the way she locked that in, and like
Yeah.
she just like through brute force she got that choke in there. Grasso is like, she is very, very relaxed. She is not panicking. She might be able to get out of this choke. This is a really, really deep choke that's on Grasso right now. Valentina's on top. She's doing sort of, it looks like a guillotine choke. It looks like she might. Oh, Valentina gave it up. She let go.
Well, she gave up
And
that
now
one,
she's
and
in a
now
rear.
she's going
She's in a
for a
rear
different
position now. She got a body lock, and she's on Grasso's back. Grasso looks like a cyborg, right? She has like no emotion.
Grasso is a beast.
She is. She has like no emotion at all.
Like she's
just pure.
You know what? You
She's all
got to give
business.
her respect, though.
Yeah, she's good.
She has stood up to some punishment, and
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Fine.
I think she's actually she's done way better versus Shevchenko than Amanda Nunes ever did.
Yeah,
that's insane.
But I think Amanda Nunes was just very heavily overrated.
All right, you got Valerie Shevchenko's on the back right now. She is trying to get a rear naked choke. She has this body lock on Grasso for a long period now. We're a minute and 31 seconds into the third round. Grasso tried to say, "Oh my lord!" Like this she's got the rear naked choke. She is working Grasso on the ground. She's now in the rear position. Grasso tried to turn herself. That body lock is so tight that's on Grasso right now. It must be extremely painful. Shevchenko's really trying to get in this rear naked choke. She's working the whole round. This is a very dominant round for Shevchenko.
Yeah, but you know what? You've got, like, I don't see Grasso winning this fight unless she actually knocks Shevchenko out or submits her.
She is dangerous.
But
she's always dangerous.
I think that this is, there is no shame on Grasso's name for this performance. She is tough.
She has definitely been defending this thing. I mean, she don't look exhausted.
Fighting for
that
this.
body lock is so tight. It's insane. She was flipping, like, Grasso was flipping around and Shevchenko was just still holding it. I mean, she was in the rear mount. She's all over her. Oh, man, she's going to hurt herself. Grasso is trying to spin while if the body lock is in. She might mess her back up.
Yeah.
That is not a good position.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they're saying it right now. The commentators are saying she had to go the other way. She's out, it looks like. Grassos is getting out. But that was a terrible. Oh, man. Valentina now going for a triangle. She almost got it. She's almost getting it. If she had enough, she would have got. She almost got it. She almost got it. Valentina almost got an arm bar. Great round for Valentina. That's three.
Damn.
That to me could be arguably 3 rounds for Valentina.
I would say it's 3 rounds for Valentina, but I am damn impressed by Grasso.
She is impressive.
Like,
second round,
the fact that she withstood that and is as composed as she is in the corner right now, that's dead impressive.
You have to stay disciplined with this woman. That's the problem. Shevchenko was not being disciplined in that second round.
Look at the composure. She's very calm. She's very relaxed. She's not breathing heavily. You would think that she was just, off to buy a kombucha at the Trader Joe's down the block.
Yeah, she's very relaxed, as she should be.
Yeah.
She's championship material, obviously. She won the title.
Yeah. I think it'll be really interesting to see more fights of hers, because it doesn't look like she's had all that terribly many fights. So it'll be really interesting to see as her career continues to develop.
We're going into round number 3, everybody. Round number 3.
Fight.
Okay, and this last round was what, 10? I thought it was a 10.
Yeah, I mean that was a crazily dominant Shevchenko round.
All right, both women are coming to the center of the ring. So we have Grasso taking the center stage right on top of the monster can. More of the same so far. Shevchenko standing her ground, not really using too much movement. It's very, very fast footwork. Shevchenko jumping in with the Superman punch and missing. Grasso very patient.
Taking nothing away from Shevchenko, I almost think that Shevchenko is beating Grasso because Shevchenko just has more experience.
She's just more skilled.
She's had longer to mature in the sport.
She's also I think physically more gifted. Like that speed that Shevchenko has is not something that you just have, that you just build.
True, but do you think Shevchenko could have stood up to that ground game if she was in Grasso's position? I don't know. That was
yes, I think she could. She has in the past. She's been in some bad situations.
That was an entire 5-minute round of an aggressive body lock and various chokes.
I don't know what her main discipline is, Grasso, but she looks to have like a really crazy grappling background to me.
Yeah,
it looks like that.
And she's just very composed, which is impressive.
She's very composed. Grasso standing her ground, throwing a straight left hand. She is, like I said, Grasso is reactive. She's reacting. Both fighters are reacting to each other. The only difference is that Shevchenko's feet and hands are so fast that she blitzes in every once in a while. She gives her, and she's so fast that Grasso doesn't even see it coming. Shevchenko will go from like a kind of standing position, pumping her Muay Thai stance, and then she'll just blitz in real fast and throw one straight punch. She'll throw like a jab and then a real fast straight. She needs to throw more feints. That's what Shevchenko needs to do. She's not throwing any feints. Both fighters aren't really throwing feints, actually. All right, so you got Grasso stepping forward. Shevchenko landing a nice little jab. Very, very fast, isn't she, Bob? And Shevchenko going for another take. I really wish she didn't do that because she doesn't need to.
She's putting herself in danger.
Why is she hitting her like with knees? You can't hit her with knees like that. Sounds all illegal knees. You saw how many illegal knees she threw?
Yeah, like 4 of them.
She hit him with like 4 illegal knees. Her hand was on the ground. She kept kneeing her in the face.
But from the position that Grasso was in, she might not have seen that her hand was down.
Yeah, but the referee's got to call that.
Yeah,
you cannot
Herb Dean
do that.
should have said something.
She hit Valentina with like 4 illegal knees.
And you saw Valentina kind of give the hand
Valentina,
gesture to
Valentina's
Herb Dean,
hurt
like,
now.
what the hell?
She's hurt. She's hurt. She might get submitted now. And this is all coming off of illegal knees. Yeah, all the shit that you see. Oh, Valentina twisting around. She's on top now, but I just saw there. I mean, her hand was on the ground. Did they change the rules or something?
I thought that
I got to go look into that. Because the old rule was
I
that
have the Google device.
The thing is, if you have one hand down on the mat, you're not supposed to be able to knee someone in the head. Valentina thought she wouldn't be kneed, and she was getting kneed in the head while having one hand down. And Herb Dean just like looking like, I don't know. And Valentina was literally talking to Herb Dean like, dude, what the fuck? All right, so Valentina's up again. Surprising she was able to even get up. She got a barrage of knees to the face. Grasso hit her with like 3 really hard knees to the side of the head.
The UFC allows elbow strikes, but no knees or kicks to the head of a downed opponent.
Yes, but you got to see what's considered a downed opponent.
I'm looking. Hold on.
All right, so Valentina eating a nice jab. She seems to be softened up by those knees. Valentina shooting in with a little jab. Both fighters just standing in front of each other. It's just insane. They're barely moving their heads off the line. Very stiff right now. I guess the guys are gassed. They're gassing out. We got 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the third round.
If an opponent has a knee or hand on the canvas, you cannot knee to the head.
If it hands down?
Yep.
So she just hit her with like 3 illegal knees.
Yeah.
What?
And that's why Valentina looked at Herb Dean like, what the hell?
That's insane. Like, they let her get away. She almost got a win off of that. Yeah. She almost got a submission off of 3 illegal blows. Oh, my Lord. This is insane.
And, I don't think that Grasso did it on purpose.
Oh, big right hook from Valentina.
But I think that Herb Dean screwed up there.
Yeah, terrible. He almost cost her the whole fight off of 3 illegal shots. I mean, that's DQ territory right there. You can't hit a fighter with 3 illegal strikes in a row. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
And why is Valentina doing this
She needs to stop with the wrestling. She needs to stop. Ooh, okay, Valentina's taken down Grasso. Grasso's cut over her right eye. Oh. Valentina really wants to really submit her. It's her biggest goal. I think she just knows that, hey, my striking's better. I want to beat you in the thing, like you said.
I want to beat you at what you beat me at.
But that's getting her all mixed up. She's cut her with a punch.
Yeah.
Valentina has Grasso cut. She's Grasso going for a heel hook. She's going for a heel hook. She might get it. Who knows? It's in pretty damn deep. That's this.
Yeah, but there's 1 second left.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
She's gonna be saved by the bell here.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that Grasso lost this round too because those strikes, her best moment in the whole round was illegal strikes.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna listen to this.
I need water. You have to stand. You have to withstand this. You cannot get tired. You have to keep moving. Do not stand on a distance where she can reach you. Just don't be in her distance and keep throwing her. Do not get caught by her. Do not get caught with her knee. Just keep holding her. She's waiting for your throw. Just be careful. You see how she's trying to go in? Just don't think of any. Don't allow any mistakes. You have to pull this out. You have to be smarter than her.
Why aren't they talking about those knees?
She got hit with them.
Yeah, but like, why aren't the commentators saying something about it?
Round 4.
Yeah, that was weird.
Closer than round 3. What you guys think of round 4?
All right.
This round right here.
Yeah, I believe so. I thought that the knees that Grasso landed, those big knees.
I believe that the UFC commentators are full of shit because we have Valentina winning 4 of these 5 rounds so far, and they're saying it's close. The knees were illegal. I don't know what the fuck kind of rules they're following.
Well, he was just about to say something about the knees when you swapped the audio.
Well, I turned it off because we're watching the fight.
Right.
Both fighters are in the center of the ring. This is the 5th round. I don't know if I can actually hit that. I don't know where my screen is. We're in round number 5, people. Round number 5.
Fight.
Both fighters in the middle of the ring. They're standing their ground. Hopefully we don't see a robbery here because I feel like that's what they're building up to. They're saying this is really close, which it hasn't been. For the most part, it's been a SHEVCHENKO masterclass in many ways.
Well, what you said, SHEVCHENKO's 35, Grasso's 30.
She's Mexican also.
Grasso has more years ahead of her.
She's also Mexican, a market they're trying to break into, obviously, right? That you see everyone's got a Mexican flag and all that. So
and it's all Mexican fighters that are miraculously winning.
Exactly. They want that dollar. So they'll rob her for that.
As Daniel Cormier said, Dana has miraculously correctly picked every fight so far.
Yep. All right, we got both fighters in the middle of the ring. Grasso shooting a straight left hand. Grasso cut over her right eye. Grasso losing the previous round. She had 4 knees. And Grasso rocked with the left hook. Grasso stepping it forward like the Terminator and eating strikes. She's eating a big jab right now, Grasso. Grasso's literally stepping into the punches. I think she thinks she needs to take this round. But the way I see it, she could take this round and still lose the fight, I think. But, who knows how these guys score fights. Okay, you got 2 jabs from Shevchenko. Grasso stepping in slowly. She's wide open for a left straight, Grasso. I mean, she's got a great poker face. I'll give her that. Grasso has a great poker face. You can tell she's tired.
Yeah.
Shevchenko just waiting on Grasso to come in and walk into something. Grasso waiting for Shevchenko to walk into something herself. She's trying to time Shevchenko coming in. And Shevchenko's trying to time Grasso coming in. So we're getting a little bit of a boring fight right now. Shevchenko landing a straight left hand. Grasso throwing a straight jab and a straight left and right. Shevchenko shooting in with the left straight and then a jab, and it hits Grasso right in the forehead. Grasso doing a little feint and then her straight right hand. She got heavy hands, man. She must. She just hit Shevchenko with like a little tap jab and then fucking pushed her head back. There's a body kick from Shevchenko. Grasso throwing her own little leg kick to Shevchenko. Shevchenko throwing a nice right hand. She threw a left hand jab and then a right hand on that too and hit her with the right. Grasso shooting in for a takedown and it's unsuccessful. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the 5th round. Grasso pressuring forward. This is for all the marbles, people. This is for the championship. Grasso stepping in. She's not looking like the champion right now. She's not. Shevchenko's looking like the champion, right?
Yes.
I mean, what do you see here, Bob? Look, a barrage of punches from Grasso. All of them missed, and Shevchenko hit her with a straight left hand.
I think that Grasso knows that she needs to do something.
She needs to do something. Grasso shooting in with a jab.
But I think her vision might also be impaired from that cut.
I mean, the cut is under the eye. I don't think it's really that affecting it much. I think she's intimidated just a little bit. I think it's more, I guess, just maybe not intimidation, but she doesn't want to walk into something.
Yeah.
Grasso just ate a big left hand, big left straight from Shevchenko. Grasso pressuring forward. Shevchenko got her. She's trying to take her down. She really needs to stop with the takedowns.
Yep.
Now you got Shevchenko's in the rear. You got Grasso's on top of Shevchenko.
Oh boy.
She keeps going for these rear positions, and it's not really helping.
And this
her.
is not the round you want to do this in.
And they're gonna give her the fight off of this. You know that. If Shevchenko survives this, she's gonna lose. She's gonna lose just on the simple fact that this lady is the one they want to win. Grasso's in a dominant position. She's on the back, raining down strikes. She's really not landing. They're almost all being blocked. She's great on the ground, man. She's great on the ground. She's got a chokehold right now. She might get it. Who knows?
There's a whole minute left.
There's a full minute left in the fight. Valerie's Shevchenko's on the ground. It looks like Grasso wasn't able to secure the choke, and it looks like if this goes on for the next 42 seconds, Shevchenko will be getting robbed. Absolutely will be getting robbed.
Yep.
Because right now Grasso just hit her three times in the back of the head. Like big punches to the back of the head.
And this is exactly where Shevchenko does not want to be.
She doesn't want to be because it doesn't look good and they're going to rob her.
Yep,
they're going to 100% rob her in this fight. Watch.
Because it's just very convenient, right?
She gets this dominant position.
A Mexican who's younger, who has obviously got a lot of talent.
Yeah. But she didn't win. She didn't win this fight.
No.
If she gets this round, and
we all know that in these big promotions, it doesn't actually matter who wins the fight.
Shevchenko gets through the end of this round, and she loses. It's a robbery. We've come to the end of the 5th round. Valerie's getting up, putting her hands in the air bravely. The other lady, Valerie,
it's Valentina
Grasso,
and Alexa.
And Grasso, her face is all fucked up. She lost basically every single round of the fight.
Yeah.
I think she won about 1, right? I give her maybe the 2nd. And that is a questionable, that is a debatable win for that round.
I mean, I think that she performed really well.
She did.
I don't think it was enough.
But it wasn't. She didn't do enough.
And we would still see these types of fights every time.
But you don't want, hopefully they don't score it like, oh well, look, she was on the back at the very end of the fight. They do stupid things like that. They're showing the highlights, the liver shot from Shevchenko.
Grasso was able to eat that like nothing.
It's Dominic Cruz, they got to build her up.
The 1-2s, and it was early on Shevchenko, but this fight went back and forth. Nice.
It went mostly in one direction, and that was towards Shevchenko's for the most part.
I mean, that was was beautiful.
The majority of the strikes landed were from Shevchenko.
She also was able to floor Shevchenko. The heavy hand that she possesses, it made a difference with every strike. Significant strikes landed. Is very, very close. And you can see Grasso landed a
It wasn't close. Significant strikes landed were all in favor of Shevchenko.
Epic. The body triangles, the way they were switching it up. Look at this headlock attempt from Shevchenko and the counter from Grasso to get that arm out of there at the last second and switch the rolls, take the back, throw in that body triangle there in that quick scramble. Shevchenko unable to get away, and that's how the fight ended right there.
But Shevchenko did get away though.
He's a company man for sure.
To regain the flyweight throne. Alexa Grasso trying to put the ultimate finishing touch on this special.
You see what that guy just said? She's trying to put the ultimate finishing touch, which is to say what? She was winning the fight?
Yeah.
And what, she put the finishing touch on it? No, what she did is that she was pressuring forward in a fight that she was losing. That's what happened. So if this lady wins, this is an absolute robbery. At the most, this lady, what's her name? Grasso, the only thing Grasso can get in this fight is a draw. And that would be generous.
That included 7 title defenses. And now we'll see who did enough to win the rematch with the decision. Here's Bruce.
All right, let's hear this. We're hearing the decision right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Junichiro Kamijo scores the contest, 48-47. Grasso. Sal Diamato scores it, 48-47. Shevchenko. And Mike Bell scores the contest, 47-47. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is considered a split draw. And still...
All right, so like I said, right? I said the best they could give her was a draw, and that would be generous. So they were very generous to her because this shit is bullshit. That's what it is.
But they're now they've got a third fight.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want to dip it again because they know Valerie's getting old. Valentina's getting old. This is bullshit.
Championship on Mexican
I think it's funny. Yeah, on Mexican Independence Day. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, she wasn't the
Mexican
A.
Independence Day. It's like a clean sweep of all Mexican
you think
champions.
she wasn't the A side? Of course she was the A side.
Did you think that you had done enough to get the victory?
No, she
Were
didn't.
You surprised that there was a draw?
Well, I did a lot of damage. All my punches were...
She did a lot of damage. She's the only one cut up and broken up. Valentina's face is clean. Her face is broken.
Let's take a look at the fight here.
Her face is all broken. You know how many times this Valentina punches women in the face? You guys? No. Valentina landed the majority.
Did you feel like you had done enough, especially...
They keep asking her that. No, she didn't. She obviously didn't.
Well, yeah, I think I was very close all the time, just doing a lot of damage and always...
She's such a liar. It's amazing. I do a lot of damage. I do a lot of damage. What, you want her to say what? That she thought she lost? Of course she's not going to admit that. This lady got to keep her title on bullshit.
Would you like to fight her again to try to...
Look, there you go. Let's do it again. More money.
Well, it depends. You know, I have to talk with my...
I'm a...
See what's next.
Oh, it depends.
You represent
it depends. It depends. It depends. That means no. That means I'm scared. I lost.
Guys, I'm here with the former champion, Valentina Shevchenko. Valentina, another very competitive fight. Did you feel like you had done enough to get the victory?
Yeah, I think it really was 3-2 in my side. But judges, I think, felt a little bit like pressure because it's kind of like Mexican Independence Day. That's why they give one more to the Mexican fighter.
You made a lot of adjustments before this fight. Was this the fight you expected with Alexa Grasso?
I was expecting the battle, and I went like through the war. I fought to the end, till the end, and I think I did enough. In a fair fight, in the fair competition, victory would be mine.
You have always been a great champion. What a phenomenal performance. Ladies and gentlemen, give
Daniel
it up.
Cormier's become a real piece of shit, huh?
Did you see what she said at the end there? She said in a fair fight, in a fair competition, I did enough. I did enough to win. She knows they robbed her. And I'm drinking water. It's not beer, don't worry. Yep, robbery. And she got banged her damn head into the camera too. Just a little more knock on her head. And they asked her about a rematch. She's like, that you know what you call that? You call that fear. I'm going to be showing our scorecard in a second, people. What'd you think of this, Bob?
Well, I'm looking at, they all gave round 1 to Shevchenko. They gave round 2 to Grasso, 3 to Shevchenko. And wow, they made it. One of the judges made the 5th round a 10-8 for Grasso.
Of course. How the
That's
fuck?
insane.
How do you that? This is an absolute robbery. This is a fucking robbery. This is my swap.
And this is why I like the bare knuckle stuff more than I like this.
This sport is in the fucking shit can. This is becoming like boxing now. This is
I was
bullshit.
all like, oh, this is such a good fight. This is
Valerie was
interesting.
winning. How do you do that? You had 2 dominant rounds where Valerie was controlling Grasso on the ground, right? Absolutely, completely controlled her, held her down the whole round, right? And what did she get an 8? A 10-8 round. She should, in that case, then Valerie should have had 2 10-8 rounds because she controlled her the entire time on the ground. She had her tied up in knots, right? Remember that? She had her tied up in knots for 2 different rounds, dominated the entire round. She outstruck her, right? Again, this, whatever, man. She gets knocked down one time. She got clipped. She got right back up, right? She beat her ass. You cannot take that fight from Shevchenko. And the big issue with Shevchenko is that she was impatient at times, and she kept trying to get this takedowns. She didn't need takedowns. She could have beat her ass on the feet, but she kept trying to choke her ass out. If this lady has the I don't know, vagina enough, I don't know. I was gonna say balls, but she doesn't have balls. She might be trans, who knows? Then I think Shevchenko should just fight her in striking and just knock her the fuck out. I thought Shevchenko was going to knock her out. That's what I picked because I thought she was just going to fight her standing, which she chose not to. She chose to.
But this is ego, right?
Yeah,
if Shevchenko had not fought with ego and had fought with just get it done, this would not, there would have been no question.
She was being impatient. That's what it was. This lady, I mean, the lady is good. She's good, Grasso, but she didn't win this fight. She did not win this fight. This is bullshit, man. And that 10-8 round, they know that's bullshit. They do that intentionally to create anger in the MMA community. That's why they do that. Let's say some people know. They literally want you to say the robbery is a robbery, which it is a robbery. It is a robbery, but they want you to. They put that weird scorecard in the last round, that weird 10-8, so that you go, "Well, this shit is a robbery." And so they're doing this shit because they want to triple dip this shit. And I bet you when Shevchenko beats her in the next fight, they're going to try to do a 4th one. So it's not right to do it. The lady's older in her career. They should have let her get her fucking win and just go retire. That's what they should have done. All right, so we're gonna look at our scorecard, which sounded a lot like Shevchenko's scorecard. I'm just gonna line up the numbers because they're all wrong right now. I do not know why. I really need to come up with a different system of doing our scorecards. Because it's always a fucking mess. Just give me a second. Hey, Bob, can you say some stuff while I'm trying to do this?
This is one of those moments that it's just very frustrating, right? Because now that is tainting Grasso in a way. Where is Grasso interesting to watch? Yes. Am I curious to see how her career continues to progress? Yes. But this was wrong. And the fact that arguably one of the biggest fights of her career to date is tainted in this way, it hurts both of them. And that it's so unfortunate because this is the kind of thing that makes the sport not fun to watch. Like,
it is. It's infuriating.
The world is corrupt enough. I should be able to watch a sport where 2 world-class athletes.
Well, let me lower this for a second so we can hear you.
Z versus Gamrot on ESPN Plus. Then after a dark week, October 7th.
All right, go back, Bob. Continue.
Given that there's so much corruption kind of everywhere, it would be really nice to just be able to enjoy a sport.
Yeah. All right, let's look at our scorecard. I agree with Bob. It sucks that they have to do stuff like this. It's all pure business. It's a business move. But what Grasso said there, I wasn't a fan. And what this piece of shit was, I think it was Dominic Cruz. He said, what was it? He said, like, put the
finishing touch.
Put the finishing touch. Yeah, that's implying that Grasso won. Give me a break, okay? And I said, but then I say it. This, at the best, they would have to be generous to give her a draw. And they were very generous to her.
I'm going to have to go get a goddamn dumpling.
All right, that's our scorecard there, people. All right, so we saw it the same way as Valentina.
I don't know how you can have eyeballs and not see it the same way as
That's our
Valentina.
scorecard. We had it the same way as Valentina. We had it 3-2. That's the round where Valentina was dropped. She got dropped, but she was dominating the round. She was dominating. She beat her every second of that round. She got hit once, got dropped, got up, and continued to do what she was doing. And then the round came to an end. You cannot call that a 10-8 round because she was beating a crap out of her. She beat her the majority of the round. She landed one punch. So if you want, that's not a 10-8 round. That is a 9-10 round. Right? I would think. So those guys, they didn't even give her the round that she got knocked out and down in, which is weird. I mean, if you're going to give her a 10-8 round, for Grasso, you would probably at the most use the second, which would be incorrect, but that would be the round to give it to her.
And I think what's also quite disappointing is to see this, this is exactly what they did to Daniel Cormier with his never-ending bullshit with John Jones. And you would think, having experienced this himself, he would perhaps not perpetuate the same nonsense against a fighter. But here he is. And the more I hear Daniel Cormier as a commentator, the less I respect him.
Well, the company's
and his legacy.
The company's changing. It's because there was such a big investment in the UFC. These guys are trying to make their investment back. So it really is becoming more and more corrupt as we go along. The bigger fights, this lady was the Mexican, this was a Mexican card. They're trying to build a big Mexican fan base in the UFC. And we basically had ourselves some home cooking over here. This main event was, it was bullshit.
It was signed, sealed, delivered.
They allowed Grasso to win a fight that she was for the most part losing. She had a couple of moments in it, but she was losing.
I think she had a very respectable performance.
She did all right, yeah. And I think it was really just like the Israel fight. I think a lot of this was Shevchenko kind of just making mistakes. Shevchenko never should have been doing what she was doing. She was shooting him for takedowns. She was making the fight harder than she had to. She didn't want to just keep it simple. Jab, straight left hand. Remember, that's what she was doing. She was just jumping in, straight left hand, little kick, straight left hand. She kept landing it over and over and over again. Then she was clipping her with these right hooks. Hurt her, gave her a big cut on her eye with a right hook. She was winning very easily, and then she would come in and just try to grab, right?
Yep.
She was shooting in for these takedowns, and Grasso was good at defending against that and, transitioning it into a bad position. And this is what happened to Valentina in the 5th round. She jumped in for a takedown and she got caught in the rear position. That was all her fault. That was the 5th round. She should have just continued keeping it simple and outstriking her. Because look, Grasso she was desperate. She needed something. She needed to make a big move. And Valentina basically gave her that big move. What she should have done is just stand there and strike her fucking face off. And just beat her ass for that last round. And that would have been it. She definitely should have won that. If she did that, I bet you they still rob her.
Yep.
Even if she beat her ass the entire 5th round, they would have made something up. That's why they came up to 10-8s and all this. They would have made it up on the fly. So
yeah, I don't even understand how they gave Grasso a 10-8 round.
I'm saying the only round could have been the second, and that definitely was not a 10-8.
But even that, no, it's just and what I think honestly, as shitty as it is for Shevchenko, the real crime here is how this taints the rest of Grasso's career, how this taints her future, because.
She's going to lose that title. That I bet you Grasso's going to get knocked the fuck out by somebody. Because what she said there at the end there tells me she wants to duck this next fight.
Oh, of course.
She knows she lost this fight. And they did this in Mexico because this is what they stacked the deck against.
I don't think they're in Mexico.
Or wherever they are, they stacked the deck against Valentina Shevchenko. They stacked
the deck against anybody who wasn't Mexican.
Yep, they stacked the deck against
miraculously them. On Mexican Independence Day, all of the Mexicans
other guy
won.
We had an early stoppage in there. I mean, you can't do that, man. Keep the fight real, man. Stop with all this favoritism shit. But I guess it's just they're making it into a pure business now. That's not right to do that.
And that's one of the reasons, and I will bang this war drum from now until hell freezes over. But this is why it's not enjoyable to watch. what they're doing.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight, but they ruined it.
Yeah, it's a good fight until the end. Yeah. If I stopped watching this at the end of round 4, I would have had an enjoyable viewing experience. However, we all knew, everybody knew, if Valentina didn't knock her out, submit her, throw her into outer space, turn her into an alien or whatever the hell it is, they're going to find a way to rob her. And just that knowledge, that certainty is shitty. It's really shitty.
Yeah, it sucks. And this is what Canelo has something to say about it. This is what he has to say about Grasso and this supposed draw.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck.
Exactly. And he's Mexican. He doesn't even agree with this shit. This is what I'm going to say. Right? Maybe not fixed, but robbery. It's a robbery.
And I think it's also a bit telling that the Mexican fans that were there were just like, yeah, our guy won. But your guy didn't win.
They didn't care. They didn't care.
And it's
but they're
more
drunk.
about
a lot of those people are probably drunk, right?
But it's more about the person who waves the same flag as me won, rather than the better fighter won.
So some of them were booing her.
Good.
They were booing her. It was a chess match for the most part. The faster, more explosive, more skilled fighter won it. It was kind of close, I would say. Some of the rounds, most of the rounds were dominant SHEVCHENKO rounds. They were saying it was going back and forth. Yes, it did, but it went back and forth in rounds. The most
Grasso had good moments in a round.
In a round that she was losing.
The round was a SHEVCHENKO round.
Exactly. They were like, she had moments in rounds that SHEVCHENKO was winning. Like almost the whole fight was SHEVCHENKO's fight. She just, she had Grasso had moments.
But I'm not taking anything away from Grasso. She is good. She's interested to see how she matures. I think that some of what we saw was she was nervous. She's greener. She's less seasoned.
She's not as good. She's not as physically gifted as SHEVCHENKO. SHEVCHENKO was so good that she made this fight harder for herself because she thought she could dominate her, and she was putting herself in these poor situations. And that really is her underestimating Grasso. She still was doing it. She was like, look, I'm having my way on the stand-up. I'm going to choke her out. And that she's winning the stand-up. We're like three minutes deep into some of these rounds. And she's like, I'm going to take her down now. Like, why are you doing that? Just strike her. Strike her head off.
And I think her corner did say, you need to stop. Like, why are you doing this? And it was her fight to lose. And I don't think she lost. But I think that she knew if she wasn't decisive, they were going to take it away from her, and they did.
She made it harder for herself than she had to. It's very disappointing. But I really did think she won the fight. You guys saw our card. We got a word now from our sponsor. Let's see this.
Get the fuck out of here,
inside, man. I've been scarred for one long year. Everywhere I go, man. All the little holsters ask me, is there any truth to the fact that there was a controversial holster? Did you really get him over your head? Did you really beat the Giants? Well, today, man, in WrestleMania 4, we're going to wipe all that controversy out. Andre the Giant in the second round, when you're fresh as a daisy, with the whole world watching, I'm going to...
All right. We get it, Hogan. We get it. But Deontay Wilder's got something to say for us. This is a very important message. I've played it earlier, but I don't know if some people coming later might see it. I don't know. I don't know who's in the chat. Maybe there's millions of people. We don't know. But we have this little message from Wilder. Let's see if it works. Where is my Wilder clip? I have a Wilder video, didn't I? Oh, here it is.
But when you have a relationship with a man,
all right, I'm trying to fix my Wilder audio. I don't know why it's not not able to hear it.
Although he's thousands of miles away.
He looks like
from where
Steve
I am,
Urkel.
He does look like Steve Urkel, doesn't
like that, man.
He does.
He's coming out. He's coming out. I mean, he's a brave. He's a brave man.
Is this him saying that he's a woman? Is that what's happening?
Know him
I think
like
he came out as a woman. I mean, it's
but
okay.
He's going to challenge Alexa Grasso.
He once said that he tastes sexy. I said that earlier.
Is that why he's crying? Because he realized how stupid he sounds?
Yeah, he realized he doesn't taste sexy. It angered him. All right, people. So we're we're going to be getting out of here. Pretty decent night of fights. Disappointing outcome to the end of the fight. It was a good fight. It's just a little disappointing watching SHEVCHENKO make a fight that could have been very, very easy for her, making it much harder. It just shows her skill level. It's so high level. Like,
she's so good. She fucks herself over.
She does. She won the fight. The thing is, she made it look good enough for the judges where they can rob her. All right, so I'm drinking water, and we are FUTV, people. We're going to be getting out of here in a second. Remember to subscribe to FUTV, because if you do, you're rescuing dogs. How many times do I have to say this to you? Do you hear it? Get it through your head. All right. All right. So this was robbery. It was a robbery. That's all I got to say, man. It was fucking robbery. It was almost on the level of this. Actually, that might have been more of a robbery. We're going to be doing that video eventually, the Johnny Hendricks GSP. We're going to rescore it. It's close to that. I think it's close. This was pretty dominant. There was, like we said, when I said it a million times, Grasso had some moments, but she lost.
She sure did.
She did. All right. So you got any last words or any? Did you like the card, Bob? What would you give it if you were going to score it? What would you give it?
D.
A D. I'd give it. I think it was better than a D.
I liked the fights.
I think it was a B minus. B minus.
I did not. So here's the thing. The fighters, great. The card itself, a pile of steaming fucking bullshit.
Yeah. It was a lot of build-up fights.
If I take the outcome of the fights away from the experience of watching fighters fight, then sure, it was a great card. But the way the fights were handled was a pile of piss. No, thank you. Immediately, no, absolutely not. Fuck off.
All right, so we're going to need to see a third fight, Dana White. You better bring it soon, and you better do it in, where's SHEVCHENKO? Where's from Russia?
Kyrgyzstan, I think.
Yeah, do it over there, bro. Do it in Kyrgyzstan or whatever the hell it's called. Don't do it in Mexico again. We don't want to see a robbery again. And hopefully SHEVCHENKO is in the next fight. Because, I mean, I thought she was going to win, and she did win. No fanboy here. Just trying to have the right person win. And we didn't have that here. We got a bullshit fake
We
draw.
didn't have the right person win in several fights because there's clearly a goal. All right. This is a sales tool.
It was a financial, financial. So it's always there, But yeah, it's not, maybe not always. There was some favoritism happening here.
Yeah.
There was some favoritism.
You think?
Don't be rude.
I don't know. Disappointing. And it's just also like I really enjoyed Daniel Cormier for many years watching him fight. And
they're all becoming company men.
And seeing him go this route, it's just so disappointing.
What did he say that bothered you so much?
Well, the fact that he just glossed right over when Valentina was talking about the fact that this was a robbery. And he was just like, ha, 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 and like moved right along and just toes the line, even though this is exactly what was done to him for years, even though he was talking about how this is what was done to him for years. And now he's the one doing it.
I mean, he got fucked over that they let a guy juice to the gills get in there with him. And he was very dominant. They didn't have the opportunity to rob him too much. But yeah, I agree. He's becoming a company man. That's really what I always hate that. Dominic Cruz is the biggest piece of shit. He's been a company man for a while now. He straight up lies in these cards. He lies. E.T., what'd you think of this? It's bullshit. I agree, E.T. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
Payday.
Exactly. That's what the UFC. Payday. You want? That's what the UFC wants. A payday. They want big payday. They want another payday. And again, they asked the champion, hey, the supposed champion, the paper champion. They're like, hey, you want the rematch, right? She's like, oh, you heard her? She went like that. She went, oh, yeah. I have to talk to my team. And you just fought the best featherweight, or what was this, flyweight in the world, and you lost. And everyone who knows the sport knows you lost. They called it a draw. You need to have another fight, lady. All right.
I hope that there's a rematch clause in the contracts. You know
how they are. Hopefully they make her fight her. I think they will. That's just the way the UFC is. But, because this is a much bigger money fight, a third fight with them. than to have this woman, Grasso, go out there and get fucked up by some other woman fighter. Because she might just get knocked out by the next one. She's not exactly an amazing striker. She can get knocked the fuck out. And other female fighters might not be all into the, taking it to the ground. They might take it to the leg kick to her head. So, you gotta, UFC is going to have an interest, I think, in creating this one again. But we're going to be getting out of here, people. We're going to be getting out of here because
it's past Bob's bedtime.
I mean, it's past Bob's birthday.
Birthday?
And her bedtime. Her birthday was months ago. But you know what wasn't months ago? FU Sports. It's happening right now. On FU TV. What you want to do is you just want to go to FU TV, man. You're watching FUT right now. Yeah, Andrew Tate's here. It doesn't matter.
That semi-sentient dildo.
Hey, Tate, what do you think about FUTV? It's bullshit. It's garbage. The only way to get out of the Matrix is to listen to me. If you want to get out of the Matrix, you got to listen to me. And remember to get yourself a Bugatti. If you get a Bugatti, you're out of the Matrix. Oh my God, his legs are gone. All right. Yeah, I know it's cheesy. I know. All right, let's go there. Yeah, I know I'm a little bit cheesy, right, Bob?
I think you're having fun with it.
Yeah, it's sort of like playing with like dolls, right?
Digital dolls, yeah.
Digital dolls, yeah. It's like digital dolls. All right, let's get this phone out of here. And let's get the hell out of here. You got any closing comments on this, on everything in the world, Bob?
Fuck you, good night.
All right, people, we're getting out. We'll see you next time on FU Sports, the place where you rescue dogs. Remember to rescue dogs. Remember to rescue dogs! I'm going to stop doing that. I'm not going to keep asking you. I'm going to hurt you next time.
Live long and don't be dildos. There you go.
See you later, people. Bye-bye.